Hello, folks. Hello. Hello, Jimmo. How we doing, boy? Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I've been dead for a week, so the thing has been extended. If you wish to condemn, whatever words. I've still got my voice. It's it's here. It's around. I'm still getting the chesty part off, but other than that, we're good. The penultimate episode of Murkwatch, Act 3, Session 21, The Sown Seeds of Destiny. Also, probably none of those things worked because I turned some of them off. It might have. I'm not entirely sure. I also wasn't in the room. I was getting a drink. Thank you for the points, guys. Thanks for the points. We are missing Argyle, Derek, and Othak tonight. So Panda, Pengu, and Alpaca. It's fine. It's 1 point. That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about that, Bean. They can't make it tonight, so it's unfortunate. But hey, the story must go on because I'm not waiting. If we lost one more player, I might have called it, but we do this every other Saturday. That's the shtick around here. Okay? I didn't try to get better for this Saturday just so I could be cock-blocked for D&D. Right. Okay. Talking, good. Everything's gonna work. I haven't streamed in a week, so nothing's gonna work properly, I'm pretty sure. Okay. It's so warm in my room. I hate it. Okay, let's talk to our friendos. Our good old chums and whatnot. Hello, friends.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor. So,
Hello, Governor.
the Sown Seeds of Destiny. Last time we joined our heroes, having made an epic call to rejoin with their friends, having descended upon, out of the depths, out of his depth, the Bandit King and his men. The title now empty, because, well, I mean, you guys pretty much murked him. And the remains of the clenched fists, having run off into the mountains, or having been restrained themselves, which has now left our adventurers with nothing on their minds but one thought. Shay, having once more climbed the mountain impulsively, trying to reach her goal with her brother's body in her palms. The glinting beacon of piercing ice stretched across the sky, showing the way, as the pulsing orb in Derek's backpack was only ensuring their route. The Mistress of Winter was within their reach. Soon they'd have an ally powerful enough to get to Jadal and end this accursed island's problems once and for all. The wind began to take a hurling echo, attacking the party's ears as a ghastly ghost-like figure vanished from their eyes, smirking at an annoyed Othak. There was nothing good up this mountain, bar one thing. The Mistress of Winter, Lady Snow herself. So, we'll join our heroes. Mercy, you're currently not in the scene, but everybody else technically is there. So I'll let you guys take the floor for now.
Nox will carry a hard glare over all the participants. We'll just go. I guess I'll have to say it. We're all thinking it. I'm calling dibs on being the next Bandit King.
Othak.
Yeah, you could do it. Oh.
Sorry, no, go for it, Thomas.
I was just saying, you can do what you like with what you do, but I'm going to take this guy over here, and I'm going to take the close fist guy and tie him to the tree.
Okay.
You want funny things painted on him?
I don't want funny things painted on them, but maybe you do.
Oh.
I highly suggest the funny things painted because it helped me. So, yeah.
Penny in in his draconic form, literally still feeling the real rigid cold winds on your back. Your bigger form seems to take more, since you have a bigger surface area, you begin to feel the chill hitting you. You are an exposed.
We are done fighting now, right? The ghost disappeared.
I mean,
where's Shay?
like I said, the last thing you saw was Shay with like spectral ice-like wings, kind of like just land down up into the sky, further north of you.
So we saw her land.
You saw her like arch, basically.
I will take flight and do a search, recon, sweep of the area to determine where is she.
Okay. Penny literally doesn't even say anything to you guys, just flies up into the air.
You all know. You all know exactly where Penny's going.
Othek, Derek, and Argol look at each other and then just sigh, almost then going, right, well, let's go this way. And then, Argol goes, ugh, and then follows after Derek as they both make their way up the mountain towards the north, leaving the rest of you.
Hey guys, wait up. I guess we need to. Okay, so Penny fucked off. Argol, Othek, and Derek fucked off.
Yep.
So I would imagine you all would see like me circling, right?
Well, right.
Looking.
Ramasa is playing BDSM with a prisoner.
Yeah,
So
right now.
Like me, Kodark and Ruby.
Ruby, Kodark is literally just standing, like slightly weakened. You can tell he's kind of hurt, but he's standing beside Ruby right now, holding his side. Clearly, he got the crap kicked out of him in the last battle, so.
I'm gonna approach him. Nox will approach him and like use the backside of his fingers to kind of knock slightly on his temple, on his forehead. Like, anyone here? Can you pay attention for a little bit, buddy?
Huh? Yeah. What?
See that guy over there tying one of your old buds to the tree?
Yes. He's no friend of mine.
No, not for long. That is. Keep your distance from him, but keep an eye on him. We'll have to go forward. The best way to assure both of your survivals is to make sure that you will be a good warden.
What if they come back?
The ones we're chasing right now?
The ones that ran down the mountain. Sister, and he turns to Ruby. Do you have a weapon I can have? Gemini's talking to you.
I have my hand axe.
Do you hand him it?
Yeah, because I use the battle axe.
Okay, so he takes the hand axe and then approaches Ramus, like almost carefully, like not trying to like sneak up behind you or anything, as he stands beside you and then kind of tilts his head almost submissively, just waiting for you to address him. He does not say anything. All you can hear is the howling of the wind as he waits for you to be finished with whatever kind of practice you have, Ramus, for tying this man up.
You say like I do this all the time.
Well, it's usually a woman, but.
But yeah, it's because they like to be tied up.
Yeah.
After the weapon exchange, Nox will just as he started to like pull out the general's sword from his backpack, he will just go, "Oh, okay, then." Just put general's sword back and kept that one. Nox will approach from us and just go, we have to keep moving. Let's keep our new guard. Keep watch of your prisoner.
Podark,
If we're lucky enough, we will return to for you to have your way with him, I guess.
Podark literally leans down in the snow as he starts like almost salvaging some of the lesser frozen pieces of fur and like clothing. Like he's just cutting away with the axe, trying to make enough like warm lining for his chest and for his shoulders, and trying to keep himself out of the exposed like winter air that is still filling this valley. He looks at Ramas and then kind of just starts to like hand stuff over as if like he's got some for the prisoner as well.
Yeah, I'll put some on the prisoner, but what I'll do is I'll give Kodark my bedroll just for him to wrap up and stay warm.
Okay. He nods, taking it. Thank you. You have my deepest. Do not deserve this. He bows his head once more.
That may be so, but if you watch over the prisoner and ensure he does not escape, you may slowly redeem yourself.
I wish I was as strong as the lot of you.
You have a sister over there that will be a good teacher, I think. And then once I've done tying the knots and that, I will be ready to move off with the rest of the group.
Okay. So, Penny,
Yes.
you are flying above.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm done. I don't know what you're doing.
That's it. You did it. Good luck.
Good luck.
did.
You did it.
No, I'm flying. I'm like flying in a circle
Right.
in the general direction that I saw Shay. I'm trying to find out where she landed. That's what I'm specifically doing. So, do I see her?
I will say, with what you had gathered last time to the north of you, you fly up straight into the cold cold course winds as your wings start to almost flex tightly as the cold weather clings to it. Heading north, you see what looks like a mine entrance, but it's submerged, rocks having fallen and collapsed. You can see large sown tree ants that have been frozen and kind of just like stuck in a picturesque like war that ended thousands of years ago. Up this valley, though, you can see more what looks like smaller kind of sown creatures that have kind of just succumbed to the cold. But every so often you see fresh prints that seem to be like just slightly indented into the snow. As you get higher, the blindness of the white just seems to hit you just head on. But with the faintest glint of blue and a very sharp contrast of white and indigo almost, I will say you see what looks like an ice tower, a majestic structure of glistening frost and shimmering icicles. It seems to loom above this whole frozen landscape, but with around it seems to be some sort of like eye of the storm like piece.
Okay.
Those who wander underneath it, though, you feel the cold still clinging to you as you grow closer and closer, even though the white mist and fog seem, or not fog, but you get my idea, like a frosty fog, seems to kind of like still cover your eyes, making it almost impossible for you to keep your eyes open for a long period of time.
Okay. Seeing this, I'll just turn around and get back to the crew, drop down, and change it form and tell them all that I saw. If I would have noticed a path, a good clean path, but that I absolutely saw where the center of the storm is and the tower. Guys, I think I know where Snow is, and I hope Shay, because I looked that way, but it's this way. And I'll point.
Okay. So, I'll let you guys decide. You notice that Panda, or Argal, Othek, and Derek, they all kind of like seem to be rather in quiet unison as they agree. Each of them basically tying their weapons to their sides. Derek shaking the snow off of his coat and his cape. Him quickly glancing through his spell book and then pulling the white orb from his backpack. As he gives it a quick glance, it seems to resonate and then start to hum as what you had just said seemed to bring this orb to life, sending a strand of what seems like air, like pure white snow, like zooming towards the north in the direction of where Shay was. Okay, so
just when I said snow white.
No, as you came down and explained all that, he basically, like, everyone was just preparing, getting their things out, and of course Derek's had this device for the longest time, so it's just furthermore conveying that is the correct direction, you know. You've basically had that snow blah 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 compass for a while, so.
For a while, yeah, I remember.
Okay, so can I ask for you guys to put yourselves in an order of where you're traveling while we cut to Shay?
Hello, that's me.
So, Shay, this is not accurate on Tailspar. You land knee-deep in the snow. Your brother's lifeless corpse in your hands. I will let you have a moment to, well...
Still soaking in watching her only sibling die. Shay's gonna take a quick moment and gently lay him in the snow.
Okay.
Before trying to figure out where the fuck she landed, because she didn't know that the ice mantle could do what it did. So she has no idea where she's at right now.
Okay. As you take a moment to come out of your rage, Shay looks, glancing around. You see this peaceful landscape around you. It's not quite like the scenario that you had before. That howling wind biting at your ears, burning at your earlobes, no longer seems to be present. There's a calm whisper of a voice, something familiar, but the words that it gives you are not a promise.
The words that it gives me are not a promise?
No. Do you want to, I mean, if you want to ask a question or, you know, try and
what does it
communicate?
say?
What does it say exactly? Give me a religious check. A religion check.
Oh boy, a religion check.
Yep.
As a cleric, I really should have had a higher religion score,
Yeah.
but I don't. It's not the worst.
Can you read that? Because I'm not on Tailspire right now.
That's 12.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So, you hear the familiar voice of a rather calm female whispering, almost as if she's clutching your head in her chest. Fiend. He has hurt so many people. I shall never forgive him for this. But I am not one for revenge. Neither are you.
Shay is going to pick up her brother and put him in a. You know, she's not actually gonna pick him up. She's gonna leave him there and agreeing with the voice is gonna do some quick funeral rites for him and deciding that if this is because revenge really isn't how Shay wants to go about it. She's very hurt, very angry, but it's not gonna help her.
Okay.
But she can lay her brother to rest and actually give him the funeral rites that she feels he deserves.
Can I have like another religion check, please?
Sure. That's only a 9.
Okay. You find yourself almost mumbling the words as this is all new to you.
Yeah, Shay didn't think she'd be giving funeral rites to her brother. She's not doing very well with the rites.
Shay herself is not only having trouble with the fact that she's burying her own kin, but the fact is that she's never really been one to enjoy the, well, tears thought of the afterlife. It's never been one of hope. It's more of celebration, and this is something that just does not feel right. Unfortunately for Shay, she does not know any other funeral rites. So you find yourself stumbling, kind of just like moving the body and then just starting again, and then just pulling your book out and just rereading lines. Even though this tickle in your ear, it's not even in your ear, this tickle at the back of your head is almost kind of telling you, you have something to do, something important. Now is not the time for this.
She's gonna put the book on his chest and stand up. She does have shit to do. She can't mope.
Okay. As you press the book to your brother's chest, pulling yourself up, a deep, heavy weight, as if you placed the book itself on your chest, seems to stay there for a good minute. Your feet feel so heavy. And that's when we'll have the rest of the cast catch up to you. So whatever order is, whatever we'll say it is. I'm also assuming that Penny, you're not flying, you're walking, right? As of now.
Well, right. I'm in my natural form. So.
Okay, so you have one more wild shape, correct?
I have.
Just keep an eye on that, because I'm not,
Yeah. No, I have 2 because I still have the necklace.
Oh, okay. Right. Cool.
Gives me that additional.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll just. This was this way, guys. Come this way. This is the way, and I'm leading the pack.
Okay. Well, you all see Shay literally standing almost on the peak of a mountain with a set of stairs that lead up the way, and you can see the ice tower looming over. There's almost like a dark aura, like from above, covering all of you as you grow closer towards it. That calm, though, the whistling winds, suddenly just coming and then just cutting, as you can, like you're standing on the precipice of a moment where this must have been, at least somewhere near here, the very betrayal, the very snap, the very frozen cataclysm that had happened.
So are you saying, like, up here we see Shay somewhere up here.
Yeah,
on
where
this,
where
like,
no no no
thing?
where Marcy actually is. Give me. This is all make believe. This is you don't need to know, where it is.
yeah.
So
Well, I just don't know if we're going by those Goombas over there.
no.
or what.
You don't need to. You just listen to what I described and go with that, and I'll move you when I need to move you.
Okay. Woo.
Tailspire is not necessarily just for board games. Remember. All right. Okay, you're all basically around here.
Oh. Okay. I was looking off the other
Yep.
direction.
And also a dead guy.
Okay. So
I'm gonna move in the back as
Whatever,
I
yeah.
so.
So, Derek, Othak, and Argal. In fact, Panda's the first one to come over to Shay. He puts his hand on Marcy's, on Shay's shoulder. Sorry. You okay? I guess not. And he walks off. I guess Marcy's not here.
Oh shit! I
No.
was muted.
As we walk up, I'll not
Excuse me.
scream
No.
at Arthur for dragging a snack along the way as well.
Sorry, I muted while you were giving descriptions.
Oh, okay, no, that's worries,
Shay,
nice.
Shay would have given a small weak nod, and that was it. She's not very talkative.
He then, like, Othak and him, he looks, Argal looks at Othak and then looks towards you again. He says, okay, take as long as you need. We're going to scout ahead. We're not going to go too far, okay? But I'm sorry. And he leans down and he basically does like a... give me a third religion check.
Oh, God damn it!
Come on, priest.
This is how much attention do you pay to Panda's religion?
None.
Okay, yeah, no. He might as well be going spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Don't touch my brother's testicles. Hold on. He's dead.
Can I do a religion check?
Yeah, go for it.
Yay!
Yeah.
Someone's got to know what's happening here.
It's a 9.
It's a 9.
Yeah, it's definitely spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Can I do a religion check?
Nox will scream from the bottom of the stairs. He's doing the spectacles, testicles, the maneuver.
Shay is not entertained by
And-
Knox's bullshit
Yeah.
or antics.
Come up here and say that, Nox.
I was going to say, is there like a tier-based thing?
No. This. You know what? Since you're a different religion, I'll let you have a roll as well, just because Pandad was very much in the same ilk as you, as a priest of Tyr.
That's
Yeah.
a natural one as well.
Fuck me. This is something. You guys really need to pay more attention to Panda's religion.
Come on, let me try.
Ah, go for it. Go on, why not? Jesus.
It's because he's saying it in fucking a different language.
Just
isn't
wait
he?
till we find the dead brigand under the stairs.
And
Oh.
it went under the thing. But
It's
hey,
20.
look it.
Okay.
I got a net 20 on that.
In fact,
bozos.
okay, Petty, as everyone else seems to be like wondering what the hell this man, this Argal, is doing to this body. It's actually a very respectful ritual of the Hammer Lord himself, the creator himself. As he does the rites, he places his hand on the book that you had placed on his chest, and for a second, he pauses, and then removes his hand, and then gives you a nod before walking off towards the ice tower.
I'll nod back to him and I'll walk over to Shay, seeing that she didn't understand exactly, and I'll just say that he's at peace now. He's at peace now, and I'll just give her a hug. It's okay. That's not okay, but
Derek, this whole time, Derek is just looking at the orb, almost just trying to distract himself from even saying something witty or funny at this moment, seeing how Shay,
damn it, Derek.
how Shay is usually quite volatile, and he irks her, and she irks him. But this is a moment where he is showing a little bit more respect, and just not saying anything and focusing on the objective that in front of him right now. As the three of them start to make their way up the mountain towards the towards this ice tower. Is there anything else anybody else would like to do?
From us, I just pay a bit of respect to Trainer as well, and his sort of way, respecting the dead.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, just basically walk up to the Trainer, bow his head, put his hands together, and do like a little prayer to tear.
It takes about a couple. It takes literally a couple minutes just to, prostrate yourself in such a way.
Yeah. Yeah, he basically he'll just do that for a few minutes, and then once he's done, he'll give Shay like a few moments on her own, and then.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, once that's done, I'll give you a few minutes, so it's like basically a bit of personal time sort of thing.
The only thing that she's gonna be doing is trying to memorize this area and location so she can come back later. And that's it. After that, she's walking off towards the tower.
Yeah.
Ruby?
Sorry, I was going to say, before that track is I'll probably, as finishing my prayer, I would probably go up to Shay, put my hand on her shoulder, and just say, "It was not Kodark's doing. I believe he was brainwashed into this, or controlled. It was not his doing. He was. If you wish to take your anger out on someone, take it out on those that were responsible."
And just
then I just walk away.
Yeah, as you walk away, Ruby walks up behind a Shay. Here we go. What are you gonna say, Ruby?
Now's your chance.
Now's your chance.
I feel ashamed for my brother,
Okay.
but I am sorry for your loss.
Ashamed of Shay's gonna bite down on her fucking tongue before she says or does something. And she's cutting herself off. She's gonna start trailing her way up the mountain towards the spire in the distance.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say as she wanders up the mountain?
No, Shay is.
This was more directed at Ruby, not you.
My bad.
No, Ruby's gonna let her be.
Okay. All right, so you guys all head up the mountain. Eventually, you come to what looks like. All right, who's first? Who's a player character, not an NPC? Who's first?
If anyone is first in order, it'd probably be Shay.
All right. Also, one last thing before we go any further. Nox, are you staying at the back? What are you doing? What's your?
I will take as usual the rear guard.
Yeah.
Just in case some spooky goes from R6.
Okay.
And as everyone just passing Trainer, Nox will just kind of squat next to him, pat his foot, or any part of his body, and will pray in his own like small little way.
Okay.
But just exhaling. Stay the fuck away from him, our shell. And yeah, to take the Nox will take the defensive position.
Okay.
Kind of.
As you glance behind you, you can see what looks like a sheet, almost like a sheer kind of like weird concave curve of snow. This whole white wall surrounding you.
That doesn't look good.
All right. As the three compatriots walk up to this tower, they take a stance by this large pillar of ice. And Derek is already in his book. His hand is looking at the orb, trying to figure out how this is supposed to open, as he notices the rest of you start to come up behind. And I'll just say, for the expedience of, whatever order you guys are coming in, I'm assuming whoever went up first will probably be Shay, and the rest of you after that. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna strategically keep myself between Shay and Ruby just in case. Not that I expect it.
Yeah, probably second. So yeah.
okay. As you guys end up approaching the tower, you see what looks like a man encased in ice. His form more humanoid almost, but the glistening, almost like a layer of water, has has turned to pure crystal. Another man in front of Derek, literally holding what looks like a scepter, and his palm pressed against the actual tower itself. His skin is almost expanded, he's kind of the water in his very body has just bloated him. As the rest of the tower exceeds up feet, hundreds of feet, this whole area surrounded with what you could only describe as inversed, what are they called? Is it stalagmites that go up the way? Stalagmites. Stalactites come down like tights, mites, but it's icicles, so it's icicle mites, whatever you want to call them. I didn't look up the word. I should have.
Pointy, sharp rock fall down.
Basically, just think about an eruption of ice, right?
Panda said stalactites are on the top because they hold on tight.
I always thought it was tights because you hold your tights
stalagmite.
up.
Just call them ice spikes.
Ice spikes. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Stalagmites are upward growing mounds.
Yeah, I know that.
Yep.
I know that difference. I did geography.
Well,
All right. So, yeah.
they might reach the top. Okay.
I don't, wait a minute, I gotta do my worst French accent. I don't understand. I'm Logish. This is why I need Derek here.
Oh god, not even Derek sounds that bad.
No, so Derek literally goes, he's glancing over his book and the orb, and he can't seem to understand what is working, how this orb is supposed to work. It's supposed to be a key. It's supposed to be a gate. It's supposed to get him inside this tower. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, please. As you all feel slight ice, wind shiver your very core. And if you roll lower than 14, please tell me.
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 You also get +1s or +2s because of Panda. So
Oh, and I'm resistant to cold.
No, I'm still lower than 14.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm good because I rolled 17.
I got 17 and then the +2, so 19.
With
Oh yeah, plus two.
my resistance,
it's
I need just half
no,
of that?
it's no damage or anything. It's just a Constitution saving throw. So I just need you to make the pass. If you pass it, you pass it. If you fail it, you fail it.
Failed it.
Okay.
I failed as well.
Okay. So the only two who failed were Ruby and Penny. Confirmation?
What?
Okay.
Looks that way.
Yep.
Alright.
Nox got a critical success.
Oh, okay. Damn. He's warm after putting his hand on that dead corpse.
I don't like that you said it like that.
Right.
It warms me up to be in the proximity of the dead.
Yeah. So finally, someone as intelligent as me.
Yes.
Right.
I hate it. Leave my dead brother alone.
Argyle.
We have a lot in common, Shay. He
All
dead, I was dead.
Should have left you dead.
right. Okay. So as the three of these guys literally start looking at each other, trying to like figure out why this orb isn't working. You notice that Argyle, like his ears, this is the first time you've ever seen it. His panda ears, yeah, which are technically not panda form because he's in his Goliath state. You see them wiggle for a second. He turns, pulling his halberd, and then like literally aiming it towards Eunox for a second. Othak does the same, pulling a sword, pulling not the axe, but his flaming scimitar, only slightly to the side, as Derek then glances like over, a little perplexed, as the orb in his hand starts to vibrate. It starts to glow, and for a moment you can hear a voice saying, give me a second. All right, I have to literally read this, otherwise I'm gonna fuck it up.
It's okay, voice. We can wait.
Listen, I don't want to deal with all of you, so could you guys hang out with Audinaxon's pets for a bit? And in that moment, you see a circle, a large radial circle, appear around Argyle, and then extend out by about 15 feet. Yeah, so I need a dexterity throw from both Penny and from Shay. As you notice, like what seems to be like a glimmer of Avishal in his grinning, small, bloated Danny DeVito form.
You've not made me do a dex save in forever. I finally get to use Shield Master again.
So, as this small radial circle glows out, you feel a sudden blast of warm heat as volcanic air fills the mountain. Othak, losing his footing, dropping down into the pit. Argyle also doing the same, and Derek glancing to all of you as they fall in one by one, only for the portal to then suddenly disappear.
So is a 15 enough to pass?
Yes,
that
now
dex
you
save?
passed it.
Sweet. I love having a +4 on dex saves.
Plus, we have the +1 because we're within proximity of each other, right?
Okay,
yeah.
+5 on dex saves.
Although you did lose all of the panda buffs, that's all I'm going to tell you now. So.
Right.
Hello, Eric. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Also, my thing's not working, so that sucks. Huh. Actually, it's probably good that it didn't shout you out, because I don't think I have Clippy on here either. So that's good. It did do the big shout out, though. That's good. Welcome in, bud. How you doing? Right. So, you do, in that moment where the portal seemed to close shut, you all glanced down before it snapped shut, and you see a very familiar spider-like creature with bone-like swords attached to its legs, giving off a rather smiling grin as all three of those party members descend back into the volcano lair where Nox himself had died.
Is the orb on the ground still?
The orb
Or
is nope. It's with there. It's literally with Derek.
Oh fuck!
You hear that familiar like groggy grin. Damn it! I only got 3 of them. Well.
I'm gonna look at Shay and just say, Shay, you've got her cloak on. Can you feel her presence? Do you know which way to go? We don't need that orb.
I will admit, Penny might be a little bit more freaked out that the 3 of her party, the 3 of his party members just disappeared. But
so much shit has happened. Come on, we've been in crazy places.
I get it, but also like on a meta level, you're like, yeah, they're fine.
If he falls too far, he's gonna die. He's got like 5 health points.
This is just a Tuesday for us.
I will say that you would probably react not to tell you how to play your characters or anything, but you would probably react to the fact that that was Ardenoxen's spawn. A familiar enemy that you have fought before.
The spider guy.
Yes.
The bone claw demon thing.
Yeah.
One of
Okay,
Ardenoxen's
so
many
run-
spawns.
Yeah.
The blade spider.
I think Ramas would have ran up to where the pole would have been, and then obviously seen that close up. And then, yeah, I'll probably just look around and see if there's anything, try to sneak up on us, or, hearing the voice, seeing if I can locate it.
Okay. You can give me a perception check for that. Actually, you know what? I would like everybody but Nox to give me a perception check.
Yeah.
That is a 17.
Okay.
That is 18.
Perception.
20.
Okay.
Perception. Here we go. Okay.
Guys, what's going on there?
10.
Well, it's a good thing that Penny doesn't notice. Ruby, you turn around as you hear the voice of Nox suddenly just go quiet. Then you turn around once more and you glance over. You notice that Penny is also missing. Shay is in front of you and Ramus is in front of you. The three of you are now like looking at each other. Another 2 party members short.
Where the hell did
I was gonna-
Knox go?
What
I think
great
we should
fucking
stay together.
timing. Shay says before continuing to walk up towards this fucking spire. Fucking. She's fed up with it. Fucking bullshit from Ardax and
All right.
fucking dead brother. This place sucks.
This place sucks. God damn it.
I don't like this plan anymore. I want to go.
Planet? Would you? Okay, first of all, stop spoiling my lore. Second of all. All right. Okay.
So all this is just a Futurama in joke?
Oh God, I hope not. I would like to think I'm a better writer than
Good
that, but
news, everybody.
okay. I need Ramus, and I need. All right, so you guys can talk amongst yourself. Ramus, Ruby, and Shay. You guys are the only ones that seem to be still around. The tower in front of you.
Yeah, I'll just basically be on guard. Like basically doing like 360, make sure like nothing's sneaking up on or trying to sneak up on us.
It doesn't
and
look
also-
as if there's any like way to be snuck up on down here. Like everything is so white and bright. Like it's like either it's like you're gonna walk into someone by accident, or the other, like the reverse is gonna happen. They're gonna wander into you. It feels very difficult to be like ambushed in this state. The problem is that you are literally fighting, or what you can only assume from the familiar voice ringing out in your ear is the trickster god himself, Avishal. And right now he has whatever he needs to be able to trick you and make you go whatever way you want. So you're on his terms. Until, or if you can, free the Mistress of Winter herself. Where is Ruby? That's it. That's the one.
Does the spire still seem like the correct way to go to Shay?
Yes. You can feel it in your heart. Your chest is pumping. When you look towards the spire, you can feel that voice, those comforting arms surrounding you, holding you in place. All right. So we're gonna kind of do this in a little bit of a warped, well, not a warped, but like in a very strange manner, because honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna do it with the group the way it is. So, you guys see this tower, this almost gate, this bright blue door-shaped entrance, rocks and bits of debris that's fallen from above, and then only to freeze in place, have created like many layers of wall. You can see the mantle itself kind of start to glow with a slight blue. Ramas and Ruby, as you see Shay, you can see that like part of like her ornaments seem to be like almost vibrating slightly. And I will.
Does it? I was going to say, does it get worse as she draws closer to the spire?
As she grows closer to the spire, it seems to just vibrate once more.
It's very fucking cold, isn't it?
No, not right. It's not
No?
gotten. It's not gotten any colder yet.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm assuming that we're just looking at another section of a frozen battlefield.
No, you're not looking at anything right now. You are looking at what I described. The Telspire board is something extra.
My bad.
Yeah.
I should have been the.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Didn't
Like
brought it up.
we don't need the board. It's mostly just description. If you want me to describe something, you ask. I will describe it for you. This is mostly for my benefit, not yours.
Are we separated? We're separated?
Yes.
Yes.
You are separated. You're in two different groups.
Gotta keep it separated.
I will get to you in a bit, Nox and Penny.
Well,
Yep. I'll be right back anyway.
Yep, no worries, no worries.
Shay kind of only has a one-track mindset at the moment.
Well, there is literally a gate, like a blue, like, surface in front of you that looks like a door, but there's no handles. There are no, like, ways in. It is literally a frozen sheet of ice.
She doesn't have the orb. Shay's just gonna walk up and press her palm against it, hoping that the ice mantle will force it open somehow.
Okay.
She's not very familiar with the funny magics.
Anybody else want to do something else? Ruby?
Ruby will go up and do the same to see if she can help Shay.
Okay, how are you going to help her?
Like push on it, see if it nudges, or
So you're going to just try and, like, find, like, what looks like maybe a secret entrance to the door, or find another way in just by pressing your hand onto the cold?
yeah.
Okay. Ramas, are you helping, or what are you doing?
Yeah, probably I'll still do now. I'll be looking just to see if there is sort of like maybe a mechanism or something like that. Perhaps. You know, where there's like a.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
And I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Ruby, and a Constitution saving throw from you, Shay.
That is a 19 for the perception.
Oh, ooh. That is only 14 per Shay.
14 for Shay. Okay.
12 for me.
All right. Right. So, Ramas, as you see these two half-orcs try to find a way into this essentially sheet of ice, you notice that Shay's palm, when she presses onto it, like, are you doing both palms? How are you doing this?
Shay has her halberd in her right hand, so it would be her left palm pressed
Okay.
against the door.
Okay. As you see, Marcy doing the left hand, and Ruby, I assume you're doing one, or are you doing two? What's?
One, because Ruby's got her battle axe in the other.
Okay. So you're both pushing down on your non-dominant dominant hand, Ramus, as you see them both do this, you can see like what looks like a shimmer, almost like the ice turning into like a semi-shade of like water. Like not dark blue like frozen ice, but like for a second it goes clear. As if it's like almost transparent. And then all that and in that moment you see the shade go like almost just like right through it. And also Ruby, you also in that moment slip through. I will say, as you slip through into this cold chamber, the air is almost tight. You can barely feel your chest. Your hands are tightening, Ruby. You are so cold right now.
Sure. It's cold in here.
Like, your legs can barely move. You're moving at half movement right now.
Right.
Ramus, as you see this happen, what are you doing?
Just as I see this happen, just like, oh no, not again. As I then go up to the wall of ice that they're on and effectively place both my hands on it and try and push and mimic.
Okay.
Same.
Yep. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Oh, okay, okay.
And you do just step through. In that moment.
Yeah, it's a 12.
Okay. Okay. As you step through, your hands, you look it down, and your palms are covered in a sheet of like ice. You know when you get like freezer burn, like you know when you pull like something out of the freezer and it's like literally like little bit of glass, like just your fingers are like coated in it. Your palms are also coated in it. It takes you a moment to like brush your hands and try to warm them up, but there's some remnant of your fingers just not being able to close as quickly.
Ooh, and then I'll just start like rubbing hands against like my chest now to try and like warm myself up, and then obviously the heart, hands onto the armpits to try and warm them up.
Okay.
And then as I'm doing that, so I then look around to hopefully see Marcy and Ruby, which obviously will be in front of me. So I'm hoping.
As you see Marcy, as you see Shay, and you see Ruby standing looking at this enclosed room, there is a door at the very end of this smallish room. It's about 20 feet by 20 feet. In the center is what looks like a pedestal with several kind of like indents on it. And then at the very far end is a door that is shaped out of ice.
The pedestal with these indents, does it look like there's supposed to be anything specific laid onto it?
No. There's just several little indents that go all the way around the pedestal.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was like on top of the pedestal where the indents were.
No, the way to think about it is, I should say, when I say indents, because you can't see from where you're standing, but if you approach it, you'll notice that it's more like text and symbols that are kind of carved into it.
Okay. Is it still legible? Because Shay can attempt to read it if it's in a language she's familiar with.
Would you like to try?
Yeah, I think she will.
Okay.
I think she will.
Give me, do you know Elvish? Disadvantage.
I was going to say, Ramas knows Elvish.
Okay.
All right, so I'm rolling at disadvantage. Love it.
We could say, yeah, if you want to, you know what? I mean, or you could just let Ramus read it.
I could, but like,
how would you learn?
Yeah, would you learn? There's no one else here that knows Elvish.
What do you want me to roll? Religion, history?
I mean, if you want to roll something, I would like to hear your excuse for failure.
Oh, that's why I want to roll so bad. You know what? We'll make it history. That's a -1.
History it is. Okay.
14.
Okay.
And at disadvantage because I don't know the language.
Okay. As
We gotta-
you, that's 14. All right. Okay. Okay.
We got it too.
There seems to be what looks like a carved symbol in the middle of this pedestal, one that you can recognize. There is what looks like a snowflake in the center. It's a little bit more or less detailed. It's like 6 lines. It's like, basically think of it as like straight, horizontal, like, and then it just makes, there are 3 lines, but it makes it look like a snowflake, right?
Yeah, it's like the crosshatch.
Yeah. Crosshatch, basically. That's the word I was looking for. In the center of this pedestal. Around it are varying symbols with letters that seem to be carved into it. The Elvish letters don't really make much sense. You're not, like, Ramus, you don't have to roll, but these are basically Elven letters.
Okay. What are they?
Ruby doesn't know
basically
the
what
written language, does she? Just the spoken.
You know the spoken one, yeah.
Okay.
This is, I'd say, it's kind of like,
Well, based on what would like the English equivalent of each letter.
the equivalent, the equivalent would be like,
sorry.
The letter N, the letter S, the letter E, the letter W.
North, east, south, southwest. Compass rose.
Something like that, maybe. That's kind of what it looks like.
Sounds like that.
To be fair, I thought it was just going to say SNOW. I was like, oh, that's easy
It
enough.
spells snow. Oh, we're here, guys.
So there.
Yeah, I'll point out what the letters mean to Ruby and to Shay.
So, whenever they're pointed out, do they happen to be in the cardinal direction of north, east, southwest, all that?
It doesn't seem like they have any correlation to the letters. They just seem to be like north, southwest, well, like a compass usually is, but the symbols are not necessarily like lining up with certain north side. Like it's kind of like, think of it as like a clock, right? Like sometimes there's a letter, sometimes there's a symbol, sometimes there's a letter, sometimes there's a symbol.
Okay.
Yeah, except for, you can imagine that's like, it's a compass though, so they don't have letters between them. It's just directions and then symbols, direction, symbol, direction, symbol, direction, symbol.
Okay.
Is there anything at the door, like around the door, like or along the walls, like in etchings or writings of that?
There is what it looks like an etching just slightly above the door that reads, even through mistakes, one can still succeed. If those are willing, push themselves to save my queen.
Is that in Elvish as well? Or?
That is an Elvish, yes.
Okay, I'll basically read out to I'll read it out loud to the rest of the group.
So it says for the I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. Basically, for those who make mistakes, you can still succeed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Push themselves to save the queen. I wonder if pushing against the door may do it again, but to make mistakes is.
So,
would you like to know the symbols? No one's looked at the symbols yet.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah,
Shay will look at the symbols and try to,
Okay, let's.
Yeah,
Okay.
Puzzle over that.
So, there is a dulled dagger,
No, not this again.
a flame door,
Oh, great.
an open palm,
Yeah,
a snowflake, an hourglass, a broken axe, and a pig stomach with a snake wrapped around it.
Oh, these look familiar.
And with that, as all three of our Scooby gang look down at this pedestal at familiar symbols, we shall cut to Penny, if Bean's here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, and Nox. So you guys can, you guys can have a little think about that, and talk about that as well while we're at it. While we cut to our other compatriots over here. All right, Penny and Nox. You find yourself in what looks like a frozen wasteland. The familiar, slight, blur of ice tickles your fingers. I need you to both make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure. Come.
You're also very quiet, Bean.
That's
I did a
an
16.
unusual thing to say to Bean.
I know, that's why I'm saying you're quiet.
Boy, I got a big old 8.
All right, okay, that's fine.
Nice.
Sorry, what did you get, Nox?
16.
Okay.
What?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, that's a little too cheerful, actually. Fuck that.
What's too cheerful?
The music that I turned on, that's way too cheerful for this shit. Okay, there it's better. Okay, so it's Penny. You rolled. Sorry, Penny. What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay, thank you. Right. Okay, so, for a moment.
Get any advantages?
No, you get nothing. It's a mechanic that you have no control over. It's just a dice roll. If you have an advantage on it, I will let you know. Okay.
I meant in my character sheet, if there was anything.
Oh no, it wouldn't matter. This is like a zone
Fair.
effect. All right. So it takes a keen mind to be this patient, and I'll admit, you two especially are really boiling my piss, kids.
Are you kidding me? What is it?
Hey, boss.
Uncle brother?
Uncle brother.
Uncle brother.
Come on, brother.
Huh.
You see him just slowly take form, as the mist surrounds him, then his bluish shell form, that toothy yellow grin, smiling back at the two of you.
I helped you. Why are you hate? I helped you.
Listen, it's nothing personal, kid. You know how long I've been alive? You know how long it took me to sow dissent among the elves, to stabilize their own political landscape? Turning their respect into beings of greed and jealousy? I mean, myself and Noxie know here. He knows exactly. Right, boy?
In regards to that, to what? The age, the descent, the chaos?
The fact that it doesn't take long for someone to take you and put you at the bottom of your heel.
Oh, that.
When I found Noxie, he was basically a paint licker. Now look at you, boy.
Michelle, what are you trying to do? What do you want?
I want my power. I want your power, Penny. I've made some deals in my life before. Hell, I've made pacts with demons and devils. Arrangements.
Well, maybe that was your problem, huh?
But it's beneficial to me, boy.
Is it? Was it?
Listen, making deals with Odd and Axum, well, you know what? I may not agree with them, but hey, let's be honest. I would have had a body a lot sooner if you guys didn't go ahead and get yourselves involved. And for that, Noxie, technically that was your fault.
I wasn't present for most of it.
No, but you pointed your notorious friends in the direction his damn lair, didn't you?
That wasn't me.
We got sucked into his stupid lair. What are you even talking about?
You really need to know when to stick your snout in places.
Dude, what are you?
I told you to keep your nose to the ground, Nox.
And I did. Faithfully, I did.
You almost ruined my chance at a body. But luckily, well, good old Penny. My brother was almost as naive as you know, Penny. I certainly didn't see it coming, and that was from you to give me a favor, to give me this body. But I want your power. It's mine. It's my birthright. My father, or your great-granddaddy, he was a beast. It took me years to erase that man's history. Not too shabby with mass suggestion and Nox's family. By the way, I really appreciate how, professional your friends and family are at home, by the way. It didn't take me long to find all those old relics and destroy them. Did take me a few hundred years, though.
What?
Luckily, I've only known you for what? How many years, Noxie?
15.
Right. So, you can imagine after spending so long trying to find somebody who knows anything about this old father of mine. But now, there's nothing but dust. And only out of respect for my brother, I will not do the same to him. He does not have to have his name dragged through the mud like that old grown bastard.
This anger and hatred and jealousy that you have sown in your heart it's not done you any good. You could do so much better. You're not defined by your dad,
No, I'm not. This is why I have to say this to you, kid. Both of you. You're doing your best, and I appreciate that. But you gotta realize that sometimes you just gotta change sides. And I'm in a very, very sore spot. I made a few mistakes. Now here I am. So, Noxie, I'm gonna need you to make a decision, my friend.
And what's the deal?
You know what it's like to be under a boot heel. You felt the rope get shorter. I need my power back, boy. And your friend over there, well, he's in the way.
Maybe you're in the way. You've had your time. You've had your chance.
Yeah, well,
You wasted your life. It's our turn.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. That's such a good stat for me. Come on, big number. What did I get? What was it?
I need you to get me my power, friend.
It's a
and I will
17.
not be held responsible for what I do next.
No. No, if I've learned anything in my life, you're always responsible for what you do. You are responsible for what you do. No. You don't get a cop out. Nah.
Do you know how long I've watched over
Don't care.
you, Penny, Nox's little family there?
Whatever.
I've been alive longer than you could even imagine. I've seen things. You think I'm scared of responsibility? That's not the end of it. If you fail, Jadal will own this land, and I will be trapped as a goddamn mosquito. Noxie, you know how that feels, don't you?
While I understand the request and the implications, can we negotiate the details?
You want your powers back or not, boy?
Powers, huh?
Power's back? Wait, what? I look at Nox with confusion. What do you mean power's back?
At this point, Nox will roll his eyes, exasperated, and do the same move he does every time he tries to cast an Eldritch Blast.
Nothing.
I suppose.
You see, we don't all just earn our power by being born. Noxie here, well, he earns it a different way. And I'm feeling like I should maybe collect. After all, what good has he done me so far today, Noxie,
What good have you done, period? What good have you done? Not Nox. Avishal, what good? Tell me, who are you to judge good? What good has somebody done? What good have you done?
Well, I'll have you know, I have helped a lot of people.
You helped the Sown grow and destroy our beautiful island?
No, that
Yay.
wasn't me. That was before.
What have you done, man?
Listen, you gotta understand, Penny. We can't all just sleep through it. I've been alive the whole time. You got to sleep for at least 300 years. How do you think well, not even a man. How do you think I'm supposed to survive? I have no power.
300 years.
Literally, I am the only reason this whole island is still alive. Thanks to Nox here, with a little help, of course. Sure, it took me a long time to get him here, but hey. We are in the end game now, boy. Do you want to join my side? There, I know you don't like it, and I know I don't like it, but they're elves better than being possessed demon. Parasitic creature with no soul.
Join your side? And by join your side, you mean you help something and you get all of our powers, and you get to be the ultimate, most
I'm not talking to you,
powerful-
boy. He just turns his attention to Nox.
What exactly am I to do right now?
Like I said, my power is standing right beside you. Unfortunately, due to familiar clause, I cannot lay my hands on him. But it says nothing about you.
So all I have to do...
I need you to kill the boy.
Huh.
My eyeballs get wide, and I look at Nox.
With what, like, bare heads?
I'll give you your power back. But I need, like I said, I need you to commit. And you know my word is bond. So you tell me you're gonna kill him, or I will remove more than just my power.
You do realize that I have doubts
Now is not the time for doubts, boy. You've trusted me this long. But no, I'm always thinking of the better plan. I'm a survivor just like you. I will say, as the only seconds are passing here, just to give you guys some time to think. Penny, you can see that you've always known that there was a warlock pact of some sort, or not even a warlock pact, a pact of some sort between Avishal and Nox. You were also yourself having a connection to Newdhearth. Newdhearth and his brother Avishal, literally, they had the more complex relationship. And Avishal may or may have not shared some kind of more sympathetic tales.
What? I'm not sure what you're saying. Maybe. Are you saying that I would know how to form a pact with somebody to be somebody's patron?
No, you're not nearly strong enough.
Okay. Because that would have been neat.
That would have been neat. True. Would have been neat. I mean, you could always try, but I'm saying Penny will literally be pulling it out of his ass.
Do I get any sense of how strong Avishal's physical body is?
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception check.
What's going through Nox's mind right now?
Calculations.
God damn it.
Essentially, a lot of math is currently going on through the Nox's head.
Okay.
Non-meta type math.
No.
Logistics. How it will pan out. What explanations he will give upon return. Is it even possible for him at the moment to kill a god? Just to turn to the. Do I level? Is there the playing field is obviously uneven.
So wait, is this it? Is this in character? Just so we're.
No, it's basically what's running through the Nox's mind at the moment.
I'm disappointed in you, boy. Really, I thought maybe you would come to your senses a little bit more. And would you stop staring at me? He almost snaps at you. And he...
Am I stupid to want to attack him?
No! If you want to attack him, go for it. You don't have to wait for his
Moon... Alright, 4th level Moonbeam. I'm casting it on him.
Okay.
I'm tired of this shit. Nox, you are not a prisoner to this asshole. I'm tired of this shit. And it's a... Do I have to do a... Is that to hit? Moonbeam...
I think you just place it on top and he has to end the turn. And
yeah. It's a 16 con save.
Okay.
And if he's in a shape... By the way, if he happens to be shape-shifted, he would unshape-shift.
Okay, yep.
But... takes half as much, so it's 4d10 damage, and if he makes the save, it's half.
What was the saving throw? Sorry, the
16.
DC...
Con 16.
Okay. He just makes that.
He just makes it.
Yeah. So damage 2d10. Okay.
Yeah.
28 counter spell.
Ooh. You're countering Penny.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Oh, hold on, I don't want to be the rules lawyer.
Go for it.
How the fuck do you even have fucking spells? You currently don't have a pact.
No. Only if Avishal says he doesn't have a pact.
I have been provided the tool to kill, if I use it to kill. Right now I use it to protect.
Okay, so you counterspell the moonbeam. Penny, you glance over to Nox, who is holding his hand up at that moment, having countered the spell. There's my boy. You made the right choice. Now, Penny, be a good boy. I need you to submit. Give it to me. Make this easy so your friend doesn't have to kill you.
Never. No. Submit to. No. I have a mission. We're on a mission. And it does not involve you and whatever your stupid plans are. We've done this fine without you.
He looks to Nox.
Nox will start approaching Penenith as I cast Serpent's Bite.
On me?
It's not a direct attack. Serpent's Bite provides me with massive venomous fangs to spring out of my big dumb face.
Okay.
It's a concentration spell up to minutes on self.
Okay. So you, Penny, we'll just say for the moment right now, you were in combat. Nox has literally started walking towards you, casting a spell on himself. Do you want to describe how it looks?
With a slight passes of hands across my face, the large snake-like fangs start to sprung from the upper jaw.
Okay.
As you can see, the visible venom start dripping from them.
You seem to see that he has more of like kind of tinted azure to his skin as it takes effect too. As if Avishal himself is empowering Nox.
Stop it! Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
I put my hands out and I cast at 3rd level hold person on Nox and Avishal.
Okay.
It's a wisdom 16.
I will say it will not affect Avishal. As you notice his image starts to like flicker out and fade.
Would I know this before I cast it?
I'll say you know the focus for your spell can be saved. As he starts to like.
I'll do it at second. I'll do it.
No,
at
that's
second
okay. Yeah,
level,
that's fine. I'll allow you to
the
do that.
3rd level allows me to do 2 if
Mhm.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
All you hear though in the last like words from Avishal himself is he literally says, "Good. I gotta check on your friends. He better be dead by the time I come back." And he just like takes that moment to like shimmer out and fade.
What was the check?
Wisdom 16.
Okay, yeah, no, I failed.
Just as you fail, it's a good thing he left. Avishal left at that moment. As you're like, locked in place for Penny. What do you say as you hold? It's for a minute, right?
It's for a minute, up to a minute.
Okay.
What are you doing, Nox? What are you
My
doing?
best. Can I even respond with it within the whole?
We're gonna say for cinematic purposes you can.
Yeah,
my
just say it.
fucking best.
You can see there's a little bit like would you say there's a bit of regret there, or is it just full on like objective based survival at this point? And how would you describe Nox in this moment as he's essentially turning on Penny?
He's essentially pissed because his ruse is currently going down. It's going down in flames because he cannot do what he wanted to do.
Okay.
I will essentially just let fucking go of me, you rube.
What do
You're
you?
ruining the plan.
What's the plan to kill me?
Nox will do it. Nox will essentially just, as much as he can, he will make the shut up face.
You know what? Roll persuasion and perception. Penny, roll perception. And yeah, no, you know what?
Persuasion.
Roll persuasion and perception. Mm.
I got an 11.
I got.
Yeah, okay.
I got 23.
So, all right, we'll say for cinematic purposes, as you see him almost seething and like be like almost playing this kind of character, he seems to be moving forward, and in that moment you can see that you hold him. Your spell, being quite powerful as it is, literally holds him to a point where he can no longer enact his Machiavellian masterpiece. So, what's the motive that you would say that you're trying to get across, that you're trying to persuade Penny to take in?
I'm essentially trying to showcase that Nox always has a plan. Like, do you think I would do that to you?
I'd say, Penny, in this moment, I guess it's really up to you. But for the face that you see, you can kind of see that this is something that where Nox has never really betrayed you. You know, he's never really like given the idea. He's always played that morally gray character.
Yeah.
So
He told me not to trust Avishel.
he has literally said this several times. But if there was one thing that you knew about Nox, he's very good at theater. He's had to be this entire time on this island, and even before so. You still have the whole person on him though, as
Yeah.
What we'll do though is I'll give you guys a moment. We'll go back to the other group if you guys want to have a little chat or figure that stuff out while we go back to the Scooby Gang. Just to break up some with the tension in the scene. All right. Okay. Where is it? All right, Scooby Gang. Ruby, you're staring at the good old pillar, Shay pillar, Ramas pillar.
So, the Scooby Gang had a bit of a discussion.
Okay.
I believe the consensus was that we would each go to a door that we thought represented
There is only one
our
door.
characters. Well, sorry, the
Yeah.
symbols.
Okay.
Like Shay would be the snowflake, Ramas the open palm, and I think we assumed that Ruby would be the broken axe.
Okay.
So we're going to each go and try to interact with the corresponding symbols.
Okay. Given how long you guys were talking, how long do you feel like it took you to kind of bring this plan together?
A handful of minutes, because me and Hobo talked about it in DMs.
Okay.
It spanned about 8 messages.
Okay. We'll say give me a Constitution saving throw for everybody.
10 minutes probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Give me a Constitution saving throw for each one of you guys. Ramus, Ruby, and Shay.
So if I have 10 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, Christ.
Oh,
God
no.
10.
Okay. Jesus.
No. Poor guys.
Well, good luck, Ruby.
Let me just check that dice roll there. Okay. All right. Okay. Ruby, you're still cold. You're freezing, right? But you're not getting any colder. Your fingers still haven't returned. You can barely feel the circulation in your hands. Marcy, your armor is so cold.
Oh no.
You can feel your heartbeat in your lungs. And Hobo, as you finish the plan, you cannot even focus as you see the breath from your very lungs just slowly echoing out, filling the room with more and more cold smoke, even though technically it should be warm coming from your own body. You're noticing the room is a lot colder, and that this whole place seems to be like it is always has been, and it has never like tried to take away from the fact that this is a cold, imprisoned tomb for a witch of the frost. So I will let you decide what you guys want to do next, but you are currently all feeling slight hypothermia.
Oh boy, hypothermia.
I was going to ask earlier before, like the word above the door, because I added that is those who make mistakes may push themselves to save their queen. Was that correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did jot it down. Great, that's fine.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
What I was wondering. So the runes on the pedestal, are they lit up, or is it just like
they're etched into the board? Yeah.
So, I'm gonna like press my hand on the open palm.
Okay. As you
put my finger on it, depending on the size of it.
Yeah, it's quite small.
basically.
It's quite small. It's like this. It's like almost the indent of your finger. That's why you couldn't see it until you were up close. As you approach the pedestal, you press a thumb or a finger or into the open palm.
Mm-hmm.
Upon doing so, you see the door start to glow and light up as blue lights, almost filling it with like a crystal-like water, only flooding the doorway as cold jet air bursts from the walls. The room feels colder.
Pushing forward, Shay's gonna do the same with the other one, the snowflake.
As you notice the open palm, the engraved symbol appears on the door, just as you're about to reach down and push on the snowflake.
Seeing letters pop up, Shay's gonna stop.
Okay.
Rabas will approach the door.
Okay.
And then put 2 hands on it.
All right.
Ramas, what does that say?
What does it say?
The door. Do you like? There's. What are you talking about?
Script or symbol?
You said it was just the open palm symbols on it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just the open palm symbol, and of course
okay,
the little thing underneath is still the same. Sorry, it's not even underneath. It's above. Sorry.
I assumed it was script that appeared.
No. The door literally has the open palm on it, a little bit bigger, almost like the door that you had in your dream, your dreams. As you press both palms to the door and start to press on it heavily, you feel like a weight pressing against you. Something feels bad. This door is wrong. It's incorrect. This open palm has nothing to do with this current story. You can feel that as you press both palms into it.
I'll take my palms away.
Seeing Ramas pull away from the door, what happened, Ramas? Wrong? Why'd you stop?
It did not feel right. Something different. Perhaps try yours.
Shay will activate the snowflake and then make her way to the door.
I'll basically move back to the pedestal, see what happens.
Okay. As you approach the pedestal, Ruby, what are you doing?
Watching to see what happens.
Okay. Is there any way you want to help, or?
I could try my symbol, but I don't know if that would work.
Okay. If you want to try your symbol, you can try that afterwards.
Yeah.
I assume you want to go that first. Marcy?
Yes, Shay
Okay.
was going to try the snowflake before moving on to the next one.
So you press down. Wait. So who's pressing down on the? You're just pushing down on the snowflake, correct?
Shay is pressing the snowflake and then going approach the door.
Okay. So as you press down on the snowflake, the room starts to spin slightly. Not necessarily in like. Not as if like the room itself is spinning. More like you are spinning in the room. As you feel your feet give way yet again, your whole body feels heavy. Your eyes feel like they're closing and unable to open as it gets colder and colder. As you press onto the frost snowflake, the door starts to glow and emanate like kind of a greenish blue. Only then for the snowflake to appear on the center of the frame of the door. Or the surface. That's not really a door. You approach the snowflake. Correct?
Shay will, she's going to be pressing both palms onto each side of it and trying to, I guess, press herself into it the same way she entered the room.
Okay. As you do, you feel that heavy weight once more on your chest. Only then to like kind of feel the very air in your lungs start to kind of freeze. And the word, a whisper once more of a very familiar voice saying, "Not yet."
She's going to back off the door despite the freezing. Not yet, not yet, not yet.
Also, I will say, you all heard the words, "Not yet." Like the whisper, "Not yet."
Yeah. Well, what do they mean by not yet?
Perhaps not our time to go through. Perhaps waiting for something to happen.
Why not yet? Shay's gonna look around at all the symbols again. There were, I want to say, an hourglass, a blunt dagger or dull dagger, the snowflake, the broken axe, the burning door, open palm. Something about a heart, I want to say.
Hmm?
I'm trying to recall all the symbols that were on the walls.
Yep, that is part of the puzzle.
So
Does
Shay kind of feels like she was being told to wait,
Okay.
and feels like the hourglass is kind of a part of that, so she's gonna go and press on the hourglass.
Okay. Well, just before you do that, though, do you want to let Ruby have a go?
You know what? By all means.
Ruby.
Hmm.
Are you forcing your way in here to take your turn, or do you trust Shay to do hers? Like, remember, this is a puzzle that you can communicate with. I'm not literally just saying, "Hey, take a turn." Like, you got to figure this puzzle out as you slowly freeze to death. So, I'm not going. Hey, it would be rude to let everyone have a go. Like,
guys, I don't want to freeze to death.
No, I'm just wondering if it's because.
Well, I will ask if I
it's to
should try
do with.
my symbol, and if not, then I will let Shay do it.
okay. What were you saying, Ramus? Sorry.
I'm just probably just gonna say the group out loud is probably or to I say the group, the three of us that are here. Probably say, I wonder if we need to select the symbols for everyone, either that is here present or everyone that's that was with us with the group. So Handad and Nox, and Penny.
Thinking about that, did the first symbol, the open palm, stay active after the snowflake was turned on?
No. It felt wrong. And to be fair, I will say you also would have whispered the word wrong. Now remember, this is essentially an area of untapped magic, a broken, unsynchronized mythal. So, you know, if you want to reach outside of the box and try some bullshit, you can try some bullshit, you know. I do like the fact that none of you have any fire magic. That's really helpful for me.
I know.
It's a good thing Panda's sick, right, guys?
I have a torch.
And
That's
he
about
is
it.
somewhere else because I still have
Yeah,
fire
yeah,
magic.
yeah. That's by design, Penny.
Oh no.
Love it.
Well, yeah, I will allow Gemma to do whatever idea that she has.
Like
in
I
mind.
said, if you think there's any reason for it, then go for it. But if it's a waste of a turn, you will all take another Constitution saving throw, and you'll slowly fall asleep.
Gemma, I'd like to not slowly fall asleep and just curl up and die, please.
Then what would you like me to do, Shay?
I'd like us to. I really feel like we've been told to wait. I feel like the hourglass might be the key, but I have no
Then
fucking
press the
idea.
hourglass then. You do what you need.
I'm just a fucking cleric.
You know, if you want, you could
think it's the
literally.
hourglass, do it.
If you want to roll a or a persuasion class, why don't you both roll perception? No, not perception. Why don't you both roll persuasion, and whoever rolls higher, you guys decide to do. Considering none of you can
Okay.
make your mind up.
No. I've already made my mind up. I just don't want to fucking die because my decision.
Okay.
Well, I'm letting Shay do it then.
All right, Ramas.
I trust Shay. I'm gonna trust Shay.
Okay, Ramas. Do you have any say in the
qualms
matter?
with this particular action?
The only thing that's bothering me in this is the edging above the door. Those who make mistakes may push themselves. Perhaps the coldness is maybe a trial. But we have to do this to prove ourselves to get to the Queen.
That actually makes a lot of sense too, though.
It
Fuck.
does.
That's really, you know what,
It
guys?
doesn't help me when we go around in circles again, but it's...
No, but my favorite part about that is I'm literally saying, hey, yeah, you guys should fail. Yeah, that's right. Fail on purpose.
Stop using Elshaw's voice. It makes me trust you less.
Those idiots.
Fuck outta
I
here.
locked them in the freezer. I got the two twins fighting each other.
Okay, so Ramas, do you think that we just try to fucking force our way through? Or do you think we go for hourglass and try to force through no matter what the result is?
I think I may need a minute for this as I look around the symbols again and that.
I don't think we have a minute.
I take it when Nick, when Shay like moved away from the door, is the snowflake still on? Like
No.
still on the door?
As soon as another symbol is pressed, the symbol disappears and reappears. Like the newest symbol appears on the door.
Yeah, I was saying because like it's still the snowflake on the door.
It is
but
still
no-
the snowflake on the door. Yeah.
Because no one is
Right.
pressed.
That's fine. That's fine. I just want to make sure like it's not like as soon as someone steps away, it dissipates and becomes back to the normal ice.
Not at
wall
least not with the time limit that you've had so far.
thing. Yeah. Okay. Can we have a minute and you can go back to the group?
Yeah, sure. Okay. If you guys want to have a minute, yeah, sure. All right. Okay, that's fine. You can tell me to fuck off. It's fine. I get it. All right. Okay. Penny, Knox.
Hold on, you have to fuck off. Hold on.
So I see this look in Nox's eye, right? We had that roll.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a tear in my eye, but I'm like, okay. And I'm gonna release my hold on him, and I'm just gonna drop my hands down to my side and just kind of look at him and like, I'm ready.
Okay.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
I suppose Nox drops on his fucking face at this point.
No, you weren't. I wouldn't say you were gonna be like.
Okay, so
yeah.
that would be.
You were held in the last position you had. It's not
so
like a T-pose. It's not.
T-pose, yeah.
I trust you, Nox.
So yeah. Nox will
And
do a mad dash here.
yeah.
To. I don't know. Do I need to roll sleight of hand for it? But I'm gonna shove a sending stone down Croker's throat.
You know what? I'll say like Croker's really almost used to you doing this kind of weird shit. I'll say with the fact also that you don't have, or you see that you don't have a thing. Do you want to, you know what? Roll one anyway. Let's just roll one anyway. Just for thematic reasons. We'll let you love.
So I don't have any of my equipment.
No, you do. You do. Yeah, you've got everything. You're fully equipped. Everything you have on you, on you. Penny also has everything they've got on.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to quickly shove a sending stone down Croker's throat.
Okay.
Which will be.
I think that's
16.
Yeah, that's more than enough as you dash over quickly, sticking your wrist deep into the creature.
Flinch a little as he dashed.
Okay. Just stay still, and then I will basically. At this point, I will kind of play fight Penennis, kind of chomping around the head.
Oh, okay. Give this.
Spreading venom everywhere.
Give me a deception check. And also, I guess if you want, how do you want to play along with this, Penny?
I'm basically wasting time before Avashow returns. You can kind of pop him back if you want. He'll pop back in a second.
Yeah,
So-
It's been like 6 seconds, so like, well, no,
numb,
let's say maybe about
actually.
12 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. So deception. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's 25.
Okay. Sorry, Betty. Do you want to do something before I?
No, I was just gonna say when he starts that I know he's not actually using his full force.
Yeah.
Right, and that like the whole venom, like I can just, I'm trusting him. So
Okay.
I'm gonna play fight back and be like, and do we see Avishal pop back?
In that moment, you see what the familiar blue shimmer once more as his image seems to reappear, and that you can hear his gurgling, like chuckle to himself. I wouldn't want to be that lizard man. He's gonna be skewered by the end of this. Hey, why is he not dead yet?
I'm
Nah.
just gonna yell out, Nox, don't do it! Don't hurt me! Stop! This isn't the way. And I'm just playing back.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably need to roll deception.
you might need to roll.
You're lying to a trickster, God. I fail these rolls with fucking 15s and 17s. Good luck.
But I'm playing back with you.
To be fair, I will say this: you will have advantage because you guys are in it on together. So I'll give you advantage on that front.
All right. I was gonna ask about performance, but it's the same thing.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
I'll just roll 2 with advantage. Which one do I get?
Ooh, damn.
19. I get a +1. So there we go.
And I'm near. I get. Oh no, that's for saving throws.
That's for saving throws. You know what? Jesus, what's your plus?
We're in a movie.
What's your plus currently?
Everybody was gone.
18. What is it? Because this could come down to a +1.
Who are you
Bean,
asking?
I'm asking Bean. What's your
move?
performance? What's your performance modifier?
They're both +1.
Okay.
Deception and performance are both
No.
+1.
Okay.
Plus, we're within. Do we get the +1 by being?
No, because
in-
that's saving throws.
No,
Okay.
that's not for saving throws.
He pauses for a second as Penny is really selling it, almost like then glancing to you, Nox. You can see a twitch, a very familiar twitch, one that you do often.
I stop in my tracks, just going, jig is up.
I see how it is, Noxie.
Before he starts talking, Nox will raise his hands and just go, well, I had a gift for you. I planned to wager some semblance of a freedom, but I think it would be more beneficial to both of us if I show it to you right here. And from a hidden pocket, Nox will pull out the Nuthathian tear.
What? What is that?
A tear of a dragon who once named himself as your brother.
How long have you had that on you?
Since I met him.
What other secrets have you been keeping from me, Noxie?
Just this. Never knew we would beat so quick. But here's the thing. I wanted to wager this part of his power to you. Because I didn't really consider you would go for the whole package. But right now, as you taught me, being greedy is punishable. I cannot outright kill you with this. I cannot outright harm you, and frankly, I think it would be stupid to even oppose you. But I have other plans. And by crushing the tear in his hands, Nox will cast the wish spell contained within it.
Okay.
And with the declaration that whoever I claim as a friend or a family will share the same benefits as Nuthath does with you.
Okay. You're gonna have to make... Okay. I'm gonna need that to make more sense to me in that sentence right now.
Oh, whoever I consider friend or a family will share the same immunity to Avishell's shenanigans and harm that Pananis shares.
Wow. Okay. Shit.
It's not outright damage.
No.
It's not outright harm.
No.
I do not oppose him physically nor magically.
No.
Does it go through? Because wish spells... I'm gonna fuck myself over with this. Wish spells do fail.
They do fail. Okay, give me let's see. This is out of the book. I don't even...
Shit, I've been on mute this whole time.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
let me just...
When he says this, can I do something to assist him?
You know what?
But I would...
Yes. Well, we'll say
I have
from
a spell called Enhance Ability.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So I can give him an advantage on con, on strength, on dex, on charisma, on intelligence, and on wisdom or on wisdom. One of those. So it's one of those. And what I know with what he's doing, is this probably a charisma thing, or...
It depends on what I'm going to be rolling.
It depends on what he's going to be rolling. Okay. So literally, as Nox takes the heart, this crystal, this tear of Nutharth that was given to him to present to to Avishall, Nox taking it upon himself to realize that he's in a bit of a jam. There's not much. Usually he's a man of his word, but also he's not an idiot. I think you could say that, Nox, right?
I did present him with a tear, though.
That's technically, you did do what you were told to do. Right. So, you know what? With advantage, I will let you roll your... I don't even... let's roll your spell DC.
Sure.
You have advantage for your wish to come true, and well, we'll see what other kind of side effects and shenanigans come across.
So that's 25?
Okay. Avishall stares at you in disbelief for a moment, like, okay, I will also ask this, like, not as a meta kind of point of view, but when you say friends of you, right? They all gain the benefit of, once more.
Whoever I claim to be friend or family.
Right. Okay. So they all gain, let's just say for right now, a power up of some sort. Undisclosed will change. Will make that something a little bit more, flat.
Sure.
In for later. But crushing the tear, Avishal stares at you with almost like a distaste, like you've just taken a big old shit in his mouth. He can pretty much feel that moment, that right now, as of this moment anyway, right now, that he is not a friend of yours. Would that be correct?
No.
My Noxie, you just took the last part of my brother. That wasn't for you to use. You can feel his eyes on you.
Nox will allow some semblance of, did I fuck up? Did it work? Am I dead? Am I dead yet? Am I going back to the fucking brazier dimension?
As you glance down at the powdered crystal in your hand, you feel your hand wet. Your palm then almost like drying slightly, like that, that lovely little aloe vera, hand sanitizer that you can put on your hands. Kind of feels like that. But you notice as the crystal breaks into your palm and then sets and then takes almost kind of forms to your skin, the wrinkles and not really wrinkles, the scales, I guess, of your entire body seem to like almost take a form. You notice this orange shape, this leaf-like branch kind of echo out in circles and then wrap all the way up your arm. From I'll say you don't notice this, but Penny does, as he's staring at your back, having cast Al's Wisdom. Are you casting the spell?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Okay,
well,
that's what you cast. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay,
Yeah,
just
wisdom.
so you press your hand
Yeah,
on Nox's back, and you notice that parts of his scales just start to turn like a slightly yellowish kind of auburn, as like leaf-like imprints kind of decorate his skin. And in that second, you see like almost like a snapping bolt of like electrical eldritch energy. Well, it looks like you don't need me anymore, boy. Got yourself some powers now, hmm? Well... He turns his head, almost like in shame.
I don't know if it will make you feel any better, but it was a fun ride while it lasted.
Well, I guess I'll see you later. Guess I got some snitching to do. And his form fades and joins the rest of the ice. You have your powers, Nox, but they are your own now.
Am I a sorcerer now?
You know what?
I'm my own patron. I'm my own patron.
I am my own daddy.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Congratulations on remembering the object.
Ah.
All right.
I carry shit.
That's my special power.
That's my.
Pandas is drinking, I carry shit.
As Avashon just dissipates, Nox lets out like a massive exhale, like oh shit! Quickly kneels down and pulls out a stone from the croaker's throat. Shit. Gotta be quite honest, I kind of thought she will disappear because I will lose everything.
Hopefully.
I was half ready to smack Juddle across the face with his fucking stick.
I can't believe that.
You're a little quiet, by the way, Bean.
Well, I'm in shock.
Oh, okay, you're in shock. Okay, that's good. I didn't know you were role playing. I'm sorry.
I'm just. So.
You notice that the realm around you seems to be like slowly fading, but it's enough time to do some, heart to heart if you want.
I'm gonna put Croaker back into the hood.
Like he's fucking freezing. Yeah. Also, don't you touch me like that ever again. Also, you smell funny, boss.
At this point, I kind of pissed myself. Don't worry.
No. It doesn't smell like that. It smells like someone else.
Oh no, I was so pissed my pants.
You see the humorous concoction of Nox and his old pal Croaker once more kind of being a little very, very jovial in front of each other. A very familiar scene, which might be needed at this moment.
I'm just reaching my hand out to him, like to shake his hand, kind of like do the wrist grab shaky thing, like, well, thanks for not killing me. That worked out. Worked out.
You taking his hand? You taking each other's hands?
I will grab it.
Okay.
Killing you was plan B.
As you take the hand of Penny, the rose-like branch that seems to enthrall Nox's skin twists and turns and takes form almost like kind of like a henna tattoo, almost like splitting and changing to Penny's hand. In that moment, a spark creates between the two of you for a moment as you notice a very familiar bond, as you are now both connected to Newdhearth.
Oh. Okay. So not like the ring of suffering.
No, not the ring of suffering. But you are now, I don't want to say patrons of Newdhearth. It's not like that. Newdhearth doesn't exist anymore. But you are something new. You are something new. You are something, well, created in yourself. Nox, for the first time you felt in a while, you are free.
Yeah. How are we getting back home?
No,
we gotta get the fuck out of here.
The whole area turns and twists as you find yourselves. All right, Scooby Gang. I will admit, you guys are literally just standing there.
Everywhere. Yeah.
And in the center of the room, the pillar like twists, as you notice Nox and Penny standing in front of you, just in front of the door, doing like that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers grab and hanging on to each other. Only then you notice,
you son of a bitch.
You see Nox standing there with a weird, almost electric yellow/green glint to his eyes, as some sort of energy seems to dissipate from his body as the realm around him seems to almost kind of like camouflage him and Penny. This has all happened in like a couple of minutes.
Scoot,
yeah.
Did you see that?
Yankees.
You know what? That checks out.
Am I fucking Shaggy with Scooby at this point?
You're
Join scientist.
you're Shaggy and fucking Penny is fucking Scooby Doo.
Scooby.
No, Croaker is a Scooby Doo. The talking toad.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
true.
well, I mean, okay, fair enough. I mean, I was sticking to main characters, but okay.
Oh.
Don't you know Croaker is a main character?
I mean, you know, somebody wants him to be.
Watch a bit up to.
Whew.
I will say, yeah.
You're saying we're seeing them through a...
No,
like an
literally,
archway?
no, they literally are appearing
disappears.
in front of you at that moment.
Right, okay.
Shaking. You see it's like shaking hands as we're coming in, and then go.
You is okay? What is going on here? Oh, sorry, let me again character. I'm freezing. What's going on?
You're freezing.
No, you guys are cold.
Oh, also, I will
No,
say, as
shit,
you guys
it's
are doing that, I would need a
here.
Constitution saving throw from both Penny and from Nox.
Is this against cold? I have.
No, this is just a straight flat
I'm cold
roll.
too.
This is for hypothermia, Bean.
I know, but I've got resistance to cold.
Yeah,
Ha! 22.
this is not actual damage though. This is your body temperature.
No.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, give me a
I-
moment.
You're fine, B. Yeah, it's not as cold as you think it was. In
Yeah.
fact, you still feel that sweaty kind of alcoholic, spray from Nox's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hello, Lynx. We do.
It's cold. Now I'm cold. I got cold looking at you. Bozos.
So we heard the voice that said "not yet" whenever I went to press on this door.
Okay.
With the snowflake.
Yep.
Whose voice was it?
How? We'd assume that it was Snow's voice, but it's
Oh.
You know what?
Didn't sound like Danny DeVito, that's for sure.
I think Shay, remembering the wording on top of the door, is going to attempt to press into it again.
Which one?
It's still active, the snowflake.
Okay. You press into the snowflake. It has been a minute that has passed as you once more try to push and force your way through. Upon pressing your palms once more into it, you hear the voice once more. No, this is wrong. This is not how the story goes.
Do we all hear that, or does just Shay hear
No,
that?
no, everybody hears it.
Should we all push at the same time?
The words on the door were
Those who make
Something-
mistakes.
make mistakes and keep
They
pressing
push
through.
themselves to save their queen.
So Shay's gonna keep pressing against it because fuck it, it might be a mistake, but if it works, it works.
Okay.
I was
So
gonna say,
it's
rem-
ice,
there's-
right?
Magical.
One at a
Yes.
time. One at a time. Sorry. What was right? We'll start with Ramus. Sorry, what were you saying?
because all Ramas was going to kind of do was because it's about the mistake part.
Okay.
Whether it has anything to do with it is because obviously he made a mistake during his dream, so he was knocked out.
Okay.
So I'll probably he'd probably speak to the general room, whoever's listening there. Of, I know I made a mistake in my trial, in the dream, but I feel I've overcome that. I found what gave me my rage, my anger, and rather than killing, I have subdued, for him to face justice.
Okay.
And then I'll go up and push the door with Shay.
Okay. Yeah. So far, the door doesn't seem to do or move. All right, Penny, what were you saying? Sorry.
Well, Nox and I don't know about this saying about, well, other than Shay just said something about mistakes.
Yeah, I would say you'd be up to date. Like, I'd say they'd try to tell you
Okay.
you're trying to solve the puzzle together. I'm not gonna say
Right.
you guys don't know this. Like,
Well, just for shits and giggles, I will cast Produce Flame in my hand, and
Nothing
I'll
happens.
walk up. Nothing happens. No fire.
No
happens.
fire.
Okay.
In fact,
then-
as you go to cast it, your fingers feel brittle, almost like your hands start to go numb.
Okay.
The room seems to be getting smaller with more people in it, colder.
Can I knock on my door?
There is no door.
Nothing-
It's one door. You need to push the. Essentially, there's a pedestal with a bunch of symbols on it, which each resembles the doors that you were familiar with before. There is one door in front of you. It currently has the frost symbol on it.
When I put my hand down on my symbol, on the pig bladder.
Yeah, sure.
Anything happens?
As you press down on the, are you gonna wait or tell them to get their hands off first, or are you just gonna push it while they push?
I'm gonna try it. Yes, as they have their hands on it as well.
All right. Okay. You push it, and as you do, you press your finger down on the pig stomach with a snake that's wrapped around it. In that moment, however, both Ramus and Shay slip through the door. The words Avishal, as they disappear and are locked behind the door, as the rune on it seems to glow and tighten. The symbol then turns and locks like a key, like a vault.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
Ramus, Shay, you are in an identical room. I need a Constitution saving throw from all of you.
So we're in a room that looks identical to the one that we were just in?
Yep.
That is 19.
Stop touching Croaker.
I'm sorry, Croaker's been tied to my
17.
fucking thing forever now.
Bean plus
Take
2.
it off of me.
10.
Yeah, 6.
Wait, I need to roll too.
Everybody.
Constitution, yeah.
If you roll under 14, tell me.
Me.
That's 11.
Me, Hobo, and Nox.
Okay. Ramus, you collapse. As soon as you get through that door, you collapse. You cannot move forward anymore. You are almost like you can feel yourself dying.
Ah, finally, the sweet embrace of death.
Bean, you do not like how cold it is. Like, literally, this place, you've never been this cold before. You've been in this entire freezing tundra before, but this feels like the heat is being drained from your very essence. Even the magic that you would usually keep yourself warm with seems to just be sucked away from you. And even Nox, with your newfound powers, part of you just feels like you're being, like, put out. Almost like a vacuum is surrounding you. As this room, for a second, grows a little lighter as two of the occupants are disappear into the next room. Marcy, Jay,
Yes.
you see Hobo collapsed on the floor in front of you.
And this room is exactly identical to
It's
the one that we just
exactly
passed
identical
through.
as the room that you just came from. Excuse me.
Fuck. So seeing Ramas on the ground, Shay's gonna pull off her old cloak, which she probably would have just stuffed into her bag,
Okay.
and drape it over Ramas
Okay.
to sort of give him something to keep warm with, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
or attempt, and she's gonna.
Ramus, you get advantage on your next Constitution saving throw.
So this room has the exact same amount of symbols, or
The
is
exact same
now
symbols, except for
missing-
missing, of course,
Okay, it's missing that one.
the pigskin. Correct.
When you went through and described all the symbols, you did not describe the penny one. It's
There
like
there
a
was
leaf.
there was a leaf on there. Sorry. Yes.
Oh, I didn't, because I wrote them down as you were saying. So the leaf is there. Dull dagger, flame door, open palm, snowflake, hourglass, axe, pig stomach.
I read the list. If I missed one, that was my bad. But
Okay.
well, there's a hint for you. It doesn't matter. It's not there. Not the answer.
Okay. Shay's just gonna go press a symbol at random, I think. Because I'm freezing to death, and I'm kind of.
Well, I mean, you could use some logic. You're not just panicking and hitting every symbol.
Well, because I am trying to use a bit of logic here. However, I just got dropped on my ass because I have no idea what symbol currently correlates with whom.
Technically you would. Because
Yeah,
you
dull
were
dagger?
aware of everyone's dream. Everyone had the same, like, you were all linked internally, dream-wise, when you were on the dreamscape. Everybody saw your nightmare and saw everybody
Oh, I
else's
missed-
nightmare.
I
You know?
missed half of that episode. 'cause
Well,
I was
you
at a
see?
wedding. Fuck, now I remember.
Now who has to kind of suffer and deal with this? Right? Listen, if you're gonna just take random guesses, it's up to you guys.
I'm not trying to take random guesses. I got there last, and I don't know everyone else's dreams.
So, as
I think.
wait.
May I quickly just? We do not have any idea what happens behind the door, correct? Just Ramos
No,
falls down.
you
Shay is
don't
panicking.
you don't see Ramus, you don't see Shay, you don't see any of that.
But I know for a fact that Shay and Ramos kind of failed their
Yeah.
own. Right?
They no, you know that they passed through the door. That's all you know.
The previous doors.
The
Collective dreams.
Oh, the collective dreams. Oh, on failures of those, you know that Marcy succeeded, and you know that Ramus failed. Yes, you would have known that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Is it just me and Ramus that failed?
okay.
Mm-mm.
Then I suppose.
You didn't fail, Bean.
As two people passed, I guess. Nox will kind of tilt his head towards the door and tell Ruby and Penenis to try the door as well, while he still holds it.
Okay. You're holding the pigskin.
I will keep holding it. Yes.
Okay.
I will keep my hand on it.
Ruby will go
I don't think
open
it
the
needs
door
to be
and
held, but
Well, I mean, if it helps, it
push her
helps.
hand through.
All right. Okay. So who's lining up to press against the door? This is giving you plenty of time to think, Marcy, as you decide what you're gonna do next.
yeah, I know. I'm fucking trying to remember everybody.
Ramus is still conscious, so you can ask him, or like he's still technically alive.
Press the open palm.
Ramas. Who else passed their trials?
Wait a minute. Deal with that later. We're dealing with the first door first. So who is pushing this first door open? With the Ruby and who? Penny?
I keep my hand on it.
Yep. You keep your hand on it, and you want Ruby and Penny to push on the door, correct? Any confirmation, guys? Come on.
Yeah, go and do it.
Okay.
I'm
Right.
gonna just Knox. Are you sure? I think you're the smarter one to go. I'll push the symbol.
I had a good run.
Okay. You push the door. They both press against it, and I need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Good lord.
This isn't gonna work now, is it? Stupid thing.
Oh crap.
Let's see. It's this plus 3 because working again. 19.
Okay, you for a
I got
moment
11.
you press against it, and Penny, you look over to Ruby, who's like shaking, and then you can see like Ruby's legs collapse, like as she brings her arms up to her chest, rolling in the snow, trying to keep herself warm as she starts to shake, physically shaking, shivering on the floor, as the cold has claimed her.
What if I like go like hug her, like try to warm her with my body heat?
Okay. Yep. Sure. You notice that though, Nox and Penny, that the door does not go any further. The door seems to be locked. The twisted pig stomach with the snake wrapped around it, kind of locked in place.
What about the other symbols?
They seem to be unlit, and the only one that seems to be lit is the pigskin with the snake around it. Even if Nox is to remove his finger from it.
Are we stuck here? Is it just up to them? Do we just like if I get up and go touch the leaf symbol, nothing happens?
Nothing happens. Okay. Shay, Ramas.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ramas, who else passed their trials?
From memory, Panda had passed his trials and Ruby as well.
With those
Othak.
names?
Othak had not passed the trial.
Is he not?
He was literally one of the only two people that failed it.
Yeah.
And Nox passed his trial.
Yeah, everybody passed.
I did not. No, I came flying through, landed on my stomach. I failed it.
You technically passed.
I had not.
So, what happened in? Because obviously I wasn't there for everyone's. I'm trying to figure out if this correlates to the actual events that transpired in said dream.
What's just for some transparency? What is a dream that you have seen and were there for? And I'm not talking about last session. I'm talking about a dream a long time ago.
Well, I didn't think you were talking about last session. I thought you were talking about the one where.
I don't mean last session. I mean like there are multiple dream sessions. The symbols might be the same, but it might not be the same story.
Are you talking about the pictures?
Yes, I'm talking about the pictures.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about those too, but I couldn't remember which ones were which. So I was trying to go off of the more recent ones because I thought I was overthinking it.
Well, I will give you another reminder. When the picture for the pigskin was pressed, you heard the words Avishal.
Avishal, New Darth Nature, Lane.
If you can correlate the pictures not with the party, but maybe with parts of the story that happened to Snow White, you might be on the right path. It's still not an easy puzzle, I'll give you that. It's kind of meant to be though.
Yeah, I've noticed. And
I'm not gonna fuck you with hi, you weren't there for that session, fuck you. Like,
okay.
That's
Okay,
not what I'm trying to do, okay?
Thanks.
I'm still saying, hey, guess what? There was a session that was a very, very long time ago that you could have took notes on, but you didn't. To be fair, I think the only person who took the notes for that was it Derek? I think Derek, right? But he's in hell right now, so it doesn't matter.
I think I know I was out that session. Probably a surgery, knowing me.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
no, I think you were literally, high on drugs.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to rush you.
I know. I know.
You have all the answers in front of you. Some of them are right, some of them are wrong.
I know. Okay, so
It's like multiple choice.
Avishal, and do we have a list of the symbols?
I can
present?
give you the list of symbols. I can do that. They're literally in front of you.
Please do.
A dull dagger, a flame door, a flame, a leaf, an open palm, a snowflake, an hourglass, a broken axe, and no longer a pig stomach. There is no pig stomach.
I think you missed leaf again.
I
No,
literally said leaf
Leaf was
door, and then I
listed.
said, no,
Oh,
wait,
leaf.
leaf.
So talking with the rest of the group.
I will,
No,
I will
not.
say also, while you're talking, Ramas is getting quieter and quieter.
Fuck. They mentioned the name Avishal. Avishal was patient, but he's also connected with New Darth. Nox, you knew Avishal, right?
It's a good thing you can't hear him right now because he's in the other
He's
room.
not in the fucking room.
Yep, you're there by yourself with.
Oh, great.
You're
it's just
literally
me
with
and
Ramas.
He's
Ramas.
freezing to death
Right.
while you think.
Try the leaf.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Come on. Shay's gonna go towards the leaf.
May I remind Ramas something?
Yeah.
You have the other fucking sending stone.
Well, okay.
Shay's gonna press the leaf and grab Ramas and go for the door.
Okay, you're pressing the leaf. Right, just so we're also clear. As you hear it, you have the other sending stone. Unfortunately, you are unconscious at this point. You can't reach into your backpack, so...
I'm just reminding you of the existence of an item.
I mean, it could have been useful, but right now, unfortunately, he's not in a state to do it. So you pick up Ramas. You're picking him up. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I know.
Also, you do not have to make one, because you're not moving.
That's 16.
Okay, that's fine. You managed to pick up Ramus as you press the leaf on the console. The door spinning, twisting, and turning as the pigskin seems to kind of indent slowly, then turn into a leaf. Suddenly, spikes of fire seem to spit from it, leading up to the entrance, melting down the door slowly as you see what looks like a transparent puddle in front of you. Cold air hitting your face.
Shay's gonna keep pressing forward towards the melting door.
It's not. It's more. It's
So
more
you
like
described it as a puddle.
It's more like, okay, you know Stargate?
Yes.
Okay, it's like the Stargate puddle. So it's not.
The
It
door's
looks.
a vertical puddle.
Yeah, it's a vertical puddle that basically, as you hit and you go through, you're walking through.
Yep.
Okay, you hit the door. I need a Constitution saving throw from both of you.
Oh, but he's dying.
Yep. He gets advantage. He gets advantage. He's got that nice little cloak wrapped around him.
Only a 10.
Ooh.
16 for one.
Okay. Oof.
The 19.
Okay.
Oh, come on, buddy.
You go through the door, Marcy.
Yeah.
As you take Ramas through another identical room in front of you, your legs buckle underneath you as you collapse, falling, dropping Ramas. Ramas, unfortunately, you take 1d6 damage as you're thrown into the pedestal, knocking into it.
I'm
Air.
sorry.
Air literally taken from your lungs.
I'm so sorry.
I guess I'll roll a d6. Okay. 6 damage. As the air from your lungs is knocked out of you. Okay.
Were there any new voices coming through this door whenever
As
we
you
walked
pressed the leaf, you heard the words, Noodle.
Nudar,
So far, Avishal. Noodle.
Avishal, Nudar.
And by the way, not in a manly voice. I'm just forgetting that it's a woman's voice that you're doing, okay? It's a woman's voice that is telling you this, not my gruffly handsome, half-dead, cold voice.
Fair enough. So the first one was Avishal, second one's Nudarth. Correlates to fucking Nudarth.
Would I still be unconscious?
Only if you fail this next Constitution saving throw. The room is very cold. To the point where you can no longer feel anything. Your eyes are practically frozen shut. Constitution saving throw from both of you, please.
Oh, that is not enough.
21.
Damn. Okay.
That's
You notice
13?
You notice Marcy on the floor, struggling to get to her knees as she stumbles back using the console to pull herself up, the pedestal to use herself to get up. Ramas, you are never felt the fear of death in such a mundane way. You always thought that maybe your inner peace would kind of grant you almost like a warrior's wisdom, if it makes sense to you. Like you thought you were either going to die of two ways: combat or old age. But in that moment, you will yourself to stay awake, as that's the only thing you can do as your body fails you. As you watch as Marcy, as Shay struggles to figure out the last segment of this puzzle.
I'm so bad with puzzles.
I also need everybody else in the other rooms to make a Constitution saving throw. If you get under 14, tell me.
Do I make one too?
Yes, everybody.
Yes, you have to suffer with us.
I just remembered I took notes, but I don't
I
think
got
I
12.
I took notes from something.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
7.
All right. Unfortunately,
So,
Penny, as you go to hug Gemma, as Ruby, to try and keep her warm, she makes you cold, and you go as the whole room seems to shiver. Nox, your tail has curled into an innie.
No.
All right.
That's not the only.
Shay feeling like kind of out of. So the connection was Avishal, Nudarth, and thus far it's been old gods.
That's correct. Maybe.
Shay is. Is Ramas awake still?
He is blinking at you.
Ramas. Oh, the flaming door, the snowflake. Help me take a pic here. It's one of the other two.
Ooh. You know what? Give me a dexterity check to see if you can move your lips.
Me or him?
Ramus. This is a lip check.
Lips.
Very good. It's fucking Dex. 16.
Okay, yeah, you managed to shake and shiver a response. I'll let you do that.
What was it? What was it again? Russell?
Shay's asking if you think it would be better to go for the flaming door or the snowflake. Because so far the correlation that Shay's picked up on is that it's been old gods. So it's either the forge god or
Snow.
or the snow god.
Hmm. Possibly got one shot, so go for the snow.
All right.
So I have to say go for the snow. Probably my one word I
Yep.
can get.
Shay's gonna nod and go press the snowflake and then head for the door again with her.
I'll start right my own eulogy. So
I need a Constitution saving throw from both of you.
Oh no! Come on, baby.
oh no.
Oh. That's only a 12.
Okay. Hobo, the last thing you say is go for snow. And your eyes close. I need you to start rolling death saving throws.
Yay.
Okay. Marcy. You pull yourself to your feet. You press the snow symbol. Looking down below you, you see Ramas collapsed. You know in your heart you do not have the strength to carry him, to move on.
I can't. Shay has to go for the door.
As you go ahead, slowly, staggering, your legs feel so heavy. Your body almost feels as if it doesn't belong to you. As you shiver and press yourself against the wall, your hand pressing in to the doorway. With sweet relief, your hand switches through it as you hear the word, the Mistress of Winter. Unfortunately, you collapse down onto your knees, your face hitting the cold as you see what looks like an open valley almost. We have a little visual representation of it for everybody who would like to see. You unfortunately are knocked prone. You move half your movement, having failed enough rolls. Your body and your arms are suffering. The muscles in your entire frame no longer work. You barely try to use your feet to like push forward as the armor seems to kind of give you a hard time. Full plate in the freezing cold.
Full plate cold. Should have worn warmer clothes.
Yep.
Manic, can I attempt to persuade you of a thing?
Go for it.
So, relentless endurance has kept me alive in a lot of really fucking... lot of shit scenarios. I know I've not hit 0 HP.
You have not.
However, can I use relentless endurance and keep my movement speed and power through a little bit longer?
I'll say you've already spent relentless endurance.
I thought we got it back.
No, I'll say you've literally spent it
Okay.
climbing through this room.
Shit, okay. Alright, then I'm still going, baby. That's all I needed.
Okay. You notice ahead of you, as your eyes glint up towards you, almost like blue shaded bricks, shapes of a tower that was long lost to you. What do?
Shay's going to attempt to stand up and make her way down this hall towards those blue shaded bricks, I suppose.
Okay, Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
You try to stand. Your body is...
That's only a 9 because there's no one else near me.
You collapse, face in the frost.
Okay, back down I go.
You are prone. You waste a turn trying to steady yourself.
Motherfucker.
Okay, well, we'll consider, like, keep going. This is the Shay show right now.
Shay is fucking determined still. She's gonna start crawling her way there, I guess.
Okay.
I've still got fucking 15 feet of movement.
You got 15 feet of movement. Okay. As you crawl forward, you notice a familiar figure, literally almost with their back to you. As you can see, the outline of a frost halo seem to take a shape on the side of this towered wall. And then I look for the figure that's not here, which kind of annoys me, but that's okay. I will get it.
While Manic is doing that, she's
Yes.
gonna continue crawling forward on the ground.
Okay.
Very, very eepy.
Constitution saving throw. Thank you very much.
Did not mean to fucking teleport that way. Okay. Hey, that's a 16.
Okay, you managed to crawl forward slightly. Basically, you feel like this chilling wind almost cutting into you. You glance over as you use your pauldron-like hands to like claw forward, only to realize that bits of the metal are starting to like flake off, and a part of you is like almost stuck in the snow as the metal seems to fuse with it.
No. Shay's going to make one more attempt to actually stand.
Okay, Constitution saving throw.
Please. Oh no! No! Fuck.
Okay, so
I can't fucking fail here. Not here.
oops, that's the wrong one. Okay. So, you are so close. As you glance up, your eyes start to grow heavy. A pulsating surge of energy as you hear the familiar voice once more. A cradled hand stroking through your hair. It gives you memories of your brother for a second, who would often, he would almost kind of soothe you as you were teased by the stronger boys and girls in your class. Probably one of the very few memories where he looked after you. Usually it was the other way around. As you glance up, you see a familiar face of your brother nodding, pressing his hand to your chest as the blue hue of the ice mantle starts to vibrate and give you a surge of energy.
Thank you. Feeling the ice mantle giving her a little extra strength. Shay is gonna keep trying to move herself forward, not quite trusting her ability to stand. But at least she could get out of the snow.
It's, by the way, just so you're clear, that's still snow. It's unfortunately Telspar. Just I needed stairs, so.
At least there's rocks under it. It's fine.
Okay. As you start to crawl up this almost ledge-like thing, you find yourself purchased for a second. Your whole body is inflamed with a heat. There is no cold surrounding you. You can almost feel your body giving up. As you see the Mistress of Winter herself staring off into the what looks like her whole domain. You see gleaming like icicle like window that seems to surround her, almost kind of like a I'm trying to think of an equivalent, like almost like a painting, right? But this painting is frozen in time. You can see mountains, you can see the hilltops, you can see even like some of the places that you had been, the swamps, the forest, even the outlying remnants of the volcano that had collapsed and torn itself asunder from your voyage so many, many months ago. This whole landscape overlooked by this Mistress of Winter. Probably, some would say the guardian for Newdhearth Empire when he was gone, when he was taken.
Figuring that this is probably quite literally her final breaths as she's Shay knows the fucking what happens whenever you get hypothermia. After a while you get warm. She's gonna attempt to stand once more, that way she can remove the ice mantle from herself.
Okay.
Do I
Constitution
need another
saving
con
throw.
roll? Please fucking stand up, bitch. You have a +3 to con. You bitch! You useless bitch!
Shay, through vigor or strength or just sheer determination, sits up, pulling the mantle over her head. She blinks for a second, only to see herself standing in front of Snow White. The figure almost frozen in time, like a picture itself. The creature, or the goddess, or whatever you would call her, depending on your beliefs or even your understanding of the tale of the myth. You see yourself in front of her, looking at the wound that seems to have shaped the back. No. I fucked up. So, as she puts the shoulders, pulling the ice mantle, and presses it down, almost kind of like fitting it on to Snow White. That moment, you can see for a second a familiar pair of hands pressing into your cheek, Jay, as she breathes for the first time in 1,000 years. She smiles at you. Sorry. As Shay blinks. I need you to make offline, please. No Tailspire. I need you to make as many 6 death saving throws.
Of course.
And don't tell anybody. Don't tell me. Don't tell anything.
No,
just message me the results. But other than that, we're good. All right. As let's just say for this. All right. Okay. You can hear. I want to say the rest of the party. You know what? Let's go through it while Marcy does her thing. You guys are all slowly succumbing to the cold. Ramus, I need a Constitution saving throw from you. Actually, no. Sorry. 2 death saving throws. No, you know what? Give me 3. Give me 3, just because technically that she rolled a lot there. So, give me 3. Let's see if you manage to survive the cold.
No, I'm just going to roll 3 d20s.
Roll 3 d20s. You want more than 10 for at least one of them, at least.
Yeah, 10 or more. Yeah.
Yep.
All less than 10.
Oh God!
Wow. Oh boy.
Fuck. Okay. Shit.
Should have rolled one at a time. How about?
Should have rolled them one at a time.
Take a chance for 3, but that's what happens.
That's what happens. Ramus. You know what? Let's say for purpose, the last thing that Ramus sees, he glances over as Shay pushes on, having left you behind, knowing fully well that she doesn't have the strength to carry you and carry on her mission. You see your master standing beside you for a second. He kneels down to you, almost like he's about to put his hand on you as you close your eyes for the last time. Ramus, what is going through your head at this moment? What's Ramus's final thought?
hopefully he did his master proud that he didn't seek blood revenge on the man who killed him, and instead at least arrested him. Although, he hopes that Kodak will do the right thing and maybe take him into the Empire should he be able to escape.
So his last thoughts are of service.
The service and hoping that I wouldn't say the party, but his friends have somehow managed to make their way through.
Right. That's was not expecting that. All right. Okay. And the worst part is you're by yourself as well. Okay. Right. Nox, Ruby, Penny. You guys are in the first room. You can feel the cold slowly succumb to you. What are your thoughts as you see minute after minute literally passing? Nothing seems to change.
Oh God. I think that knowing that we're trapped in this room and that Shay and Ramos got through the next door, just thinking, God, I hope they make it. I hope they make it. Come on. I know you guys can make it. I know you guys. We need you to make it. We need you to make it. Oops.
Nox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nox will kind of quietly. Sorry, drinking water. Nox will quietly argue with his own, hood.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, and you know what, Ruby, do you want to take some...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. Let Ruby go first, because...
Ruby's going to mutter to herself and say that she's sorry that she failed her parents and her brother.
Okay. All right, Nox.
Yeah. Nox is quietly arguing with his own hood, basically trying to convince Croker to let her go, in case, There's no need to everyone to die.
All right, Penny.
So yeah. So you said that when I tried to cast fire, nothing. It didn't. I got colder.
No, the room was basically snuffing out your fire.
All right. So, maybe just as a last-ditch effort, I'll try turning into my dragon form. My thoughts is I have that healing mist spell. I could try bashing my way out the door that we came through, or through the other door.
I will say,
it's
as
magic,
you are
but-
having all these thoughts, your body just succumbs. You're like, I could do this. I could do this. I could do this.
I should have done this. I should have done that.
But you find yourself literally just not having the strength.
Okay.
But in that moment, the shifting of winds, the turning of very frost itself seems to turn into almost a summer wind. The walls surrounding you mystifying for a couple of seconds before you feel your eyes growing lighter. As they open, you see Shay standing there. Standing frozen in place. Her hands almost cracked. Her fingers, you could see there's bits of her fingernails almost falling off as her skin and flesh has kind of deteriorated from having to crawl through so much snow. She's standing in front of the goddess, the winter, the mistress of winter herself. Let me just do this really quickly. As you guys all then suddenly notice that you're in the room, the bluish fire in the center of the room suddenly filling you with warmth. Unfortunately, the goddess of winter is not the goddess of hot fires, so she cannot take away what damage has been done. I do this.
So she's alive.
She is standing in front of you, her face pale and porcelain, as she turns, glancing it all over you. She matches eyes with, she's been staring mostly at Shay for the last 5 minutes as you guys all slowly appear in. You notice Ramus, his body curled into a ball, no longer shivering. Nox, Penny, and Ruby, you all notice, you see this scene in front of you, where there's a tear that seems to be coming down the cheek of the Mistress of Winter herself. I am sorry, my friend. You trusted me. Another I have failed.
I'll drop to the ground like I've seen other, like when we were back at Hawk's Nest and those, fancy guards and stuff, and they would see important people and they would like drop to one knee. I'll try to mimic that and just drop and be like, reference.
So, that fiend, he has hurt so many people for power. I should forgive him for this. I am not revenge, but I will see that squealing rat freeze. You can almost feel this ice swirl around her for a second, only then to calm as she tries to bring herself to an inner peace that she is allowing to dictate for herself. She's still staring eyes to eyes with Shay, who is frozen in place. My friends, you have trusted me with so much, and it has cost us so much to get here. Nox, Ruby, anything you doing?
Oh, Mistress of Winter, can you please unfuck our cleric so she can raise out one of our fallen?
Fortunately, I am not gifted with my sister's power. I am a god of balance, not life. I cannot help.
Cool. Penelith, can you do something?
Penny is I'm on my knees and I'm just crying. You just hear him like just sobbing as he looks up at Shay.
Great. Ruby, any ideas?
Try and start a fire?
There's technically a heat in the room, but if you want to slowly defrost Shay, sure, that could work.
Yeah, sure. Put her next to fire. She'll thaw out.
Yeah. I've seen it done. Kinda.
Your friends, they are still below. I can feel their presence. They are fighting the spawn of Alex, and I feel like they may... It is still uncertain, but I do not know if they will all win. Even now to this day, he lays traps, hoping it will aid him. I do not like that this one has caused such pain to my kingdom. There are no souls left here. I am the mistress of winter, and I cannot cry. I cannot show remorse for my actions. I am not like my sister. But I can keep balance. And make sure that there is something to balance this pain.
Who's your sister?
That does not matter right now.
That's a Campaign 2 reference.
So I'm not saying this out loud, but wasn't there a thing that Shay wanted to get to bring back to Snow? A rod or something, right?
You can see that she is wearing the ice mantle currently. It was, in fact, the last thing you could see that Shay had done was press the mantle onto her shoulders.
But wasn't there also a staff or a rod or something? Or it was just the mantle?
I mean, you'll have to ask Shay, but she's currently out of commission.
No, as of the whole party, we would have the thing that that Pengus Merchant didn't want us to go get. What was that thing?
That is the ice mantle.
That was the mantle,
Okay.
Penendez.
The problem is that the ice mantle could take different forms. That's maybe what confused you.
Okay.
I'm gonna slowly like push the shaysicle to the fire.
Oh.
Okay.
Ruby will help.
Like very, very slowly. Pivot.
Can I do the produce flame again? Can I try? I'll just
Yeah.
try that again. Does it same thing?
The flame works.
Then I'll just go over to Shay and press my hands against her with that.
You feel a cold, then a heat. There seems to be no response, however, as the body slowly starts to unthaw. You see, not the return of color to her skin, but more akin to like that familiar look that you would often catch. Walking in to the barracks, noticing Shay with her head deep in paperwork, glancing through reports, wandering from captain to captain, picking up reports, you would always see like a slight smile, slight toothy, tusky smile, as she would often catch you practically just checking up on her. You can see an inner peace in her face as she is set down next to the fire.
Wow. I'm not crying, you're crying. I'm sitting there just holding Shay. I'll just look up at Snow White and so what do we do now? We're trapped here. You're trapped. Are you still
Hi. So young, Nudath. She reaches her hand out, and as she presses her palm to yours, to your face, you can feel connection. Almost like a memory. Not yours, but your father's. We must take the fight to Jadal. Be done with him.
Yeah.
I can return you to your friends. Get your friends home. Take your dead. And we can go. I can take all of you. To finally put this whole island. Back on the path. Back on the path that your father had hoped. Avashal be damned. She then glances over to Nox. And what better to have a trickster god at our side?
That's fine. It won't be bothering us for a while.
I wasn't.
We're gonna have good 50 years without him.
I wasn't talking about him.
Oh.
She's staring intently at you.
The fuck did I do?
Some wishes have other implications, my friend.
It's not like you always have a choice.
No. Allow me to let you... No,
Out
go for
of
it.
curiosity, though,
Yep.
what you would have done in my place?
What he would have done?
I'm asking that to the mistress of winter.
Like what Avashal would have done?
No, what she would have done.
Oh,
in my
what she would have
place.
done. Okay. I think you had acted bravely. Playing a fool is not an easy thing.
I feel that I will just kind of throw a glance to Penedith and Ruby. Is she insulting me? Like, is that am I supposed to be upset?
As she she leans down and basically approaches Ramus's body, only to like then kind of bring her hands to his face, kind of trying to take away the blue shivering from his skin, kind of almost doing what she can to return him to some semblance of decency. She doesn't have the power to bring life back. She's never had the power to, the strength or the even capability of bringing life. It's one of the things that made her essentially seen as an enemy, seen as a being that is misunderstood for a pack. But there was one person who did understand her. That was Newtarth. I'm sorry about your friends. They fought bravely.
So I'm standing up and I'm looking at her and I'm like kind of getting like my little, my fight in me. And I'm just looking at her. I'm like, okay. So this isn't for nothing, right? This isn't for nothing. Are you going to come help us? What special do we need to know to fight Jadal and end this? You're coming with us, right? I mean, we didn't do all of this for nothing. We didn't lose these people for nothing, right? You're going to help us?
I am your ally. I will not resort to revenge. But this is something more primal. I will gain justice for these two and my people. You have my power. I will grant you access to his very gates. We could go there right now if you like. But he will be ready for us. I feel like Avashal has already reported to his master.
Time for this shit to end.
I am counting on you, Nox. Will you be able to defeat your master? You're no longer master. with the help of your
we're gonna
friends.
I don't think we're gonna have problems with him specifically.
He is a
But-
wily one. He will figure something out.
I mean, there's always Plan B.
She glances to the back of her robe where an axe had been embedded, where another Plan B had been enacted. I feel like you are a much braver man.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Well, for now, we should rest and await your companions. I cannot help them until they pull themselves from the realm. That is one realm I have no say over. It's probably perhaps Avashal knew that when he dropped your friends in there.
One of our friends should probably not come here.
Do not worry about the lizard.
He has the axe.
It is
he has a
fine.
ghost.
He is a man. I do not fear the axe.
Do you know how to set that ghost free? Release him from the world?
That soul has been lost for a very long time. Unfortunately, that was just Avashal playing with you.
Damn it.
And we will, unless anybody else wants to say something, we will end with our party taking a rest, looking over their fallen compatriots.
If only we had a tiny hut.
There is no tiny hut, only the slight warmth, only the slight warmth of a bluish flame as you all gather around your two dead compatriots, locked in place as they lay side by side, finally having no longer been rigid to the frozen
Rigor
elements.
mortis to set in and make them rigid again. It's fine.
Yeah. So I guess unless anyone else has anything else to say, go for it. Yeah.
And that has been it for today, guys. Thank you for watching.
Da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, no. So yeah, we have one more session left, guys. 2 weeks from now, we're gonna do the finale. And then we'll maybe do an epilogue afterwards. But for now, this is literally set in stone that we have one more session left. Hey, those are the breaks. Unfortunately, things happened. We lost 2 of our party members. Until next time, though. Thank you again,
Hey, guys,
everybody. Yep. No?
Nox never told us how fun being dead is. It's a blast.
He was muttering a lot more.
The light, Caroline.
You
Fuck,
get
I'm
into
going
the
back
funny
to the freezer.
You get into the funny room with the ladders and braziers.
So yeah, thanks so very much for taking part, folks. Appreciate it as always. Hopefully we'll be able to get the rest of the gang in. They're currently fighting a battle that is off screen. And well, I'll have 2 weeks to play that out and let you guys know. We'll probably do that as a recap before we get into the actual last battle against Jadal. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. I think that's it. Let's have a look. Do we have anybody to raid into? I'll be honest.
No.
I'll have a quick looky look, but also like we'll see. I know this time of day is awful for everybody. What the hell is going on here? All right. Yeah. Also, thank you, Eric, for the Russ sub, and Skeets. Thanks for the the raid. Eric, thank you for the raid as well. Appreciate it, friend. If you guys are not already, you check it out. My players, all of these buddies and friends. It doesn't work because my thing's not working. That's always appreciated. I love that. Why is that not working?
Isn't it players? What was the?
It's players! Exclamation mark players, isn't it? Did it work? It did work. Okay, I don't know. Did I
It
not?
worked for me.
No.
Okay. Apparently, I have to alt tab. No, it worked. It worked.
It did. I don't. That's weird. I don't see it.
I see it now.
Okay.
All right. Well, once I can fucking put up a.
Oh yeah, there. I refreshed my screen and there it is.
There must be a problem with that. I think a lot of people had some weird internet issues. All right. Used to play. That's a good point. Yeah. Used to play.
No.
It just put played.
I will also say this.
There we
Next 2 sessions from now, I will if you can make it, I would like you to show up. It's gonna be the last session. I would like you to show up anyway. We'll have some play some bad
2 weeks from
guys.
now,
I mean
not
2 weeks.
2
I
sessions.
mean no, a session. Well, next session, whatever. If you can make it,
Yes.
I would appreciate you to show up anyway, because we could do some funnies. We can do, well, not funnies, but we could do some, some things with your character. I would like to know like the epilogue stuff as well, that kind of stuff, right? If not though, and you just want to be like that's where the character dies, that's fine. You can, we can do that. Yeah.
Well, there's 2 people. One can play Jaddle and one can play Avishal.
Well, that's primarily what I was thinking, because then it's another character that I don't have to pay attention to.
Oh boy, I get to play as the big bad. Dying is fucking great.
We'll see. We'll see.
You would hope we got a roll for it.
All right, we're gonna. You know what? Let's go to Mike. Okay, let's go to Mike. He's playing some more.
That's not even counting who might die in the other encounter.
Well,
Because we might have to have Derek sitting out with us.
well, let's hope they manage to figure out. To be
I hope
fair,
they don't
I will
die.
say this. Othek, the last thing that you heard was from Avishal saying Othek wasn't looking very good.
Oh, that might be dead with us.
So all right. So let's do not a shout out. I want to do a raid. All right. So yeah, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks time. For the last episode of Murkwatch, and then we're probably gonna do the Halloween one shot. But I'm fucking off in October, so I'll be gone for like 3 weeks. Well, 2.5 weeks. So we'll see when that happens. Can I do this?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah. All right. Have a fun one. We're gonna raid into Mike. He's playing Space Marines. If you don't really want to see Space Marine, don't follow the raid. But appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, and also thanks for welcoming back with not being dead. I'll see you guys Monday probably. I'm gonna finish Red Dead off, even though I should have done that last week.
Congratulations on be feeling better, Bannock.
I still feel like shit, but I'm slightly better.
Feeling better, not perfectly
Yeah,
well.
you know what? That's fine. I got a couple days to get over my throat AIDS or whatever you want to call it. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night. Just in time, exactly.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Hey, and for the people that say I don't kill my players, fuck you. I killed 2 of them.
You
David,
dead.
No, you didn't kill 2 players. The players killed themselves with bad
you
rolls.
killed 3, Manic.
Technically,
I survived by a fucking miracle.
yeah. You know what? Fair enough.
Oh, we resuscitated you. Be quiet.
To be fair, he was dead, and you literally had to kill a boss in order to bring him back.
You guys, hold on. Manic is saying you guys just need to go kill 2 bosses.
Yeah, go kill the last boss. Anyway,
Shane Ramos will be back. All right.
see you later. Thanks,
Just go
guys.
kill another god. Get us
Bye.
back.
That's what I'm gonna do, yeah. I'm just gonna go kill 2 bosses.
Well, I mean, beforehand you had a wish spell.
Well, if
Yeah, I kind of done. I'm kind of.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kind of thinking